Yo, local rapper, you claim you spit hot fire bars? You know what? You just might. But if your beats ain't right, I will not even listen. Head over to birdiebands.com and grab you some fire beats. There are major things coming out of Toronto right now, and Birdie Bands is one of them. Head over to birdiebands.com. That's birdiebands.com. Stop using your homeboy that used to beatbox excellent at the bus stop or used to tap his pencil mad crazy in homeroom. Go to birdiebands.com and get your music right. Now let's get to the sneak diss.
Yo, this is the first episode of Sneak Diss, I guess you want to call it. Inaugural.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Preseason.
My name is Greg Robeson. I have no idea where I'm going.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay. Yeah. First episode, inaugural episode of Sneak Diss, something that, wanted to go ahead, put together. Got two of my good friends. I got Ryan Simple. I got George Martin with me.
Hey.
Just trying to get something done, trying to get something started. We figure, try to do something for the sneaker community, try to do something to make sure we keep the culture moving, I figure, we sit around, talk shoes all day, buy shoes all day. Might as well just sit there and do it together and make some of it. So, just to be clear, 3 regular sneakerheads, 3 regular guys, just like everybody else. We go get our raffle tickets. We sit online, click refresh, just like everybody else.
We don't camp anymore.
Well,
yeah, so give us those connects, please.
Yeah, so if any of y'all got some connects, please hit us on the website, thesneakerdiss.com. Hit us up. It should be live by the time the show gets on. Also hit us up on Twitter at @the_sneakerdiss. So what's up, guys?
What do you remember? First shoe you remember of having?
First shoe.
What got you in?
Nike Cortez. Dad bought the Cortez. My mom told my dad not to get it. Bought it for me anyways. And ever since then, it was a wrap.
Was that before or after you got jumped in? F those Cortez.
That's an actual fact. Only black dude in LA walking around wearing Cortez. Now, I was only like 7.
And now it's popular.
Now, I actually might have been about 6, but, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, especially when you're from LA. Anyway, so, fellas, Twitters, IG accounts, what do you guys have? You don't know your own IG? Oh, my God.
I know my IG account.
The Twitter account will be changing soon, but it's train of thought _ TRANE of thought _
Yes, thoughts.
And, yeah, not those kind of thoughts either.
the lonely night thoughts.
That thinking man on the toilet thoughts.
A whole train of thoughts.
And my personal one is at GRob83. Follow me on Twitter if you want. Also, like I said, follow at _sneakdiss.
83 was the year he came out of the closet.
That's a fact. Actually, that's not true. I'm a married man. So
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey, man. Y'all man, tripping.
I mean,
so, shout out to my wife.
You're the only one who lives on the periphery. Who lives in Goodyear anyways?
Hey, man, Goodyear is cracking. One day, everybody could be trying to move west. Especially that fire we see on the freeway. It might not be no Phoenix left.
I'll be coming this way. I guess the Sneak This podcast is lit. You know what I mean?
So,
I got my Twitter, keep it simple, SEMPLE, and the Instagram rSempie, SEMPIE. Follow both. Give me some likes.
Follow him so you send all your dick pics.
Slide up in my DMs.
Go ahead and slide in his DM with them dick
What
pics.
y'all need to send right now is some air conditioning. That's what we need.
Oh, it is a little warm.
Or
in
a
here.
fan.
I'm glad we got these beers. I see that vent on the roof. But it's obviously brand new. They probably up there listening. They're probably angry. But yo, it's nice. So, like I said, our first episode. So, you know, last week, any drops, new pickups?
Hold on a second. Shout out to DigiLabs.
Shout out to DigiLabs.
We got to shout them out.
Providing this studio, you know, something we want to do. Hopefully, actually, we're providing an episode every single week. Hopefully, see how this goes. Our first one, I'm sure it's going to sound a little rocky. I'm sure we're going to sound a little crazy, a little unorganized. But, you know, like I said, 3 regular dudes, post up, chill, talk sneakers, talk everything. Sports, movies, you name it. Relationships, it doesn't matter. So, like I said, we in the building. But, we always have to start off with sneaker talk. That's just where we always start out. Last week, any new pickups, fellas? New drops, new pickups, anything?
Came out last week.
The Waterfall 4s.
That was
What
you.
is that?
That was all you. You got the,
Oh, you talking about them above the rims or whatever?
The navy blue 4s. Oh, yes, sir. The tumble leather.
Sitting
what you got.
everywhere. Sitting everywhere.
When it comes in, I'm going to snuggle with it.
For all you listeners, wait till Kicks Deals send that tweet out to get 20% off. Because they still sitting.
Shout
But the
out to
leather
the
on
plug.
them, the leather on them is plush. I will admit that.
Shout out to the swoosh.
At least from the pictures. At least from them kid pics. You know, them kid pics will get you. You see them kid pics and end up
Jordan-
copping immediately.
George copped some white blue one lows last
That's
week.
right.
Oh,
I
yes.
think Jordan might be the only one that copped.
George might have been. I'm waiting for that $59 deal.
I think we all took L's on NMDs. So those all dropped last week, took major L's. Like I said, regular cats sitting at our computer, click and refresh.
And
add
if you
to
got
cart.
that, bot, send
If
it
you
our
got
way.
that bot, send it to @the_sneakerdiss on Twitter and let us know. Or you can hit the email at thesneakdiss@gmail.com. Send us that bot because we need it. We have no hookups. We get no residuals. We get nothing right now. All right. We get no t-shirts, nothing. We have nothing. All right. So if you got something for us, let us know. But
And don't send us no SBs because that's the one connect we do have, and they fell off the Grand Canyon cliff.
which is crazy. What happened to SBs?
I don't know what happened to SBs. SBs
Well,
are too bulky.
The thin tongue is coming back. No
Thin
homo.
tongue
So
is coming back.
Oh, what's funny?
I seen those reds with the gum sole with the thin tongue.
But you know what's
Those are pretty
funny is
fire.
I actually think dunks are better now than they were when we were buying them. I
I
think they
don't
are better.
know about that.
They are actually better.
I don't think
those
they're-
one white and blue joints that had the gold swoosh on the side, whatever that man was, them joints was fire.
They're-
I seen them joints at Cowtown. Shout out to Cowtown. Them
Shout out to
joints,
Cowtown.
them joints are sitting on the shelves with a thin tongue. We stopped wearing them because the tongue was thick. All right?
There
No
will,
homo.
there will never
the reason
be
why you
another-
think they're better now is because you have tighter pants on, which means you can lace them to the top.
Yeah,
true.
but the problem is- actually, that's a true statement because having them slimmer pants, that's what caused the problem with them. You couldn't wear slim pants with highs, and if you wore slim pants with lows, your pants would be inside your shoes, and that's factual and that's tacky.
There will never be another dunk low that tops the red, blue, or yellow lobster. Those are some of the best dunk lows ever.
That's a possibility. It's a possibility.
They also only went to 36 people, but
The yellows, yes, but the red and blues,
Well, we know a guy locally that claims he has about 16 pairs, but that's neither here nor there. But, nothing picked up. Actually, you know what? I actually did make a pickup last week. I picked up a Grizel, and I really don't want to say what it is because it's fire.
it must be Kennedy's.
No. Ha! If I had actually, you know what? I would think about them Kennedys I passed on a few months ago that you had asked me about.
500.
And I would have paid the $500 too for Kennedys. And to this day, I'd still pay the. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and hit us up on at the _sneak diz and let me know if you
shout
got
out to
them Kennedys.
Concepts. If you hear us, send us
If
those.
somebody listens.
Send us those yellow
shout us
lobsters and
out.
Kennedy's.
We know you got them in the back room still.
I need
in the
them.
vault.
So,
I think
how'd it go?
my only pickup last week was these BBC Pharrell Stan Smith pony hair.
How much you paid
Diamonds
for
and dollar
those?
signs. $100 on Kith. Shout out to Kith.
Hey, you know
Shout
what?
out to Ronnie Feig.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? When they was on there
He
for
would shout his
$100,
boyfriend out. This freak.
when they was on there for $100, I thought about copping, but I was like, you know what? Oh, excuse me, drinking these beers. You know what? If they was $100, I figure they're gonna get down to $70. Remind me to go home and check on eBay because them joints look kind of fresh.
They're gone.
Them joints look kind of, I don't know about your jeans, but
Yee.
I ain't
Shout
never
out.
seen.
Yee.
Shout out to the fear of God.
He was late.
I ain't
he
never
had to
seen
get his
jeans
fit
that
together.
ripped. I can see your underwear though. Your jeans,
When you can see somebody's underwear, you know that fit was bricked.
when you can see their pocket, when you can see what they got inside their pocket, you know, you know something went wrong.
He gave all that change to the man on the corner that we saw.
But anyways, but no, like I was saying, that girl I picked up a 1996 Air-shaped Dennis Rodman Indestruct.
No, you didn't.
No, you-
Yes, I
What
did.
colorway?
Black. Yes, I did.
I think I
And
stole.
I
I
got
think
it
I
for
stole
a
those from
great
Mervis.
price. Yo, the statute of limitations
Shout
is
out,
up.
yeah.
man.
Shout out to California Police
Yo, the
Departments.
statute of limitations is up.
I'm
so-
sure we'll cut that out, but that's all right.
Hey, man, we keep everything around here. We just three regular guys drinking beer. But no, I did pick him up, you know, had a little debate with the guy online, you know. They got a small crack in the back, but I'm going to see what I could do.
Wearable?
I don't know, man. They got one small crack in the heel where the air bubble is, so I don't know. Last time I bought something that old, well, it turned to actual dust. And I have Agassiz from 89 still in my closet with the original Nike box, and they are actual dust. Man. I'm scared if I open it and inhale it, something might happen. And we've experienced that.
It might have turned to anthrax. You might want to bring a biological team in.
It might make you a great tennis player.
It just might.
You don't know.
You can line it up on that mirror.
You don't know until you try.
Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about. God bless. God bless you.
Line
Put
up
it on that
mirror.
iPad.
I'm sure the iPad's got a mirror app. You can put it on.
Go ahead and a mirror app to line that white up.
What else? I picked up. I got those Fire Red 5 lows last week too.
I know you bought something.
I like
You
those
buy
Fire.
everything.
I like those 5 low. I'm a 5 low guy. When you're 5'10" and white, low tops are that's your jam.
Actually, I will admit, I've been
That's
seeing
an
them
actual
Knicks,
fact.
them Nick lows a lot. And
Yeah.
I'm debating on copping.
Oh, those are
Problem
those are
is,
super
I
fire.
got too many Victor Cruz blues already. I can't buy another blue.
You can take
You
one
just
of those
sold one.
back.
I do. I got one in the trunk.
You just sold one.
Huh?
You just sold one.
No, I didn't. I tried to, but nobody bought it. I sold 72 10s.
To pound for pound. Shout out pound for pound.
Hey, man. And I got it. Oh, no, shout out to Pound for Pound. We actually
Tried to sell those shoes in the ASU. Shout out ASU.
We
not the school.
actually know the owner of a local shop, consignment shop out here, Pound for Pound. Good dude. Hopefully we could get him on the show. Probably get him on the show at some point, do an interview, see what's going on. That's
Don't-
how we further our connects.
Don't leave your other boy out.
Oh,
Shout out Ben had
shout
those.
out Ben had those, you know. Go ahead, hit them sites up, hit their websites up, go to their stores. Good fellas, you know. But nah, man, I've been looking at them Nick 5 lows. I'm debating, man, but something about that 175 is, I don't know, man. It's a hitter. Like, 175 for Jordans right now, I just can't do it. Like, I want to do it, but hey, I see a lot of stuff sitting on shelves and a lot of stuff on sale. So I'm just like, well, maybe I could wait on it. But,
So who tried to cop those Kobe's today?
which ones?
Whatever that fade to black pack.
Man, I clicked on the link and it said coming soon. I have no idea.
Ain't nobody been able to cop those.
They already copped them.
They're in the fridge. You need another one already?
Man,
Hey,
I don't know.
beers are getting cash quick.
I don't know, man. Them Kobe's, them suck. All right. They're not gonna be lit until they at least get to the 4s and 5s.
Threes.
Threes. I think threes are dope.
Which ones are 3s? With the Velcro?
No,
they have
threes
that,
are
like
those
quilted
Spider-Man
pattern
looking
on the
ones.
side. Yeah, whatever that.
Quilted pattern.
The
Oh,
like-
you're talking about them plastic joints?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Suck.
Are they plastic? I thought it was like suede
Those
or
are
something.
2s, right?
Threes. Twos
What?
are the strap.
Twos at the strap at the
3s
top.
are whack. 3s look like bananas.
They look like a hammock. You mean a hammock?
There was quite a few. NCAA players wearing them this weekend during March Madness too, which is fact. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't no hater and I ain't no snitch, but a lot of these athletes out
Might
here.
be a snitch.
Hey, yo.
It's up for debate.
A lot of these athletes out here wearing actual heat on the court right now. I seen cats out there hooping in DBs and stuff. all
They
right?
putting up good numbers? Or they just looking good?
I don't know, man. They be talking about cats out here. They be talking about cats out here taking money and stuff. I think cats out here taking sneakers now. But you didn't hear that from me. Ain't no way. Unless these young cats got some hookups or connects, They are not out there. Somebody was out there hooping in Space Jams, right? They're not even old enough to be playing in Space. They're not even old enough to have Space Jams. You 17, 18 years old out there hooping in the March Madness tournament in Space Jams. Something is funny, all right? Something is funny.
Shout out to Space Jam 2.
I think we need to have a discussion about Nike right now because, I'm sure they've heard it from everybody, but we got some issues with these prices. I don't know what this $400 Jordan coming out is, but that's some nonsense.
I can't do it. I gave them 300. What was PSY? 300?
260 plus, 286 after tax.
That was it?
260 plus
I
tax?
think it
No,
was 300.
I don't remember.
Oh, no. Either way, I gave them way more than I wanted to. And every time I see these new premium 4s, fire. But am I giving them 400? No. Now, would I give them 400 and I can sell them for 800? Yes. And let me be clear. Resellers are also welcome to listen to the sneak diss, all right?
You're right.
We don't discriminate.
Yes, and I need a pair of those Chalk Ultra Boost size 12 in case anyone's listening for something close to retail, please.
You're right. Yeah. PSNY 12s came out to $322.80 with tax. $300.
My God. That might be the highest I've ever paid retail for a shoe for.
That is absolutely the highest I paid.
I think. Retail.
Highest I paid post retail is still. Oh no! I bought.
The problem is
I bought 950s.
Okay,
those
look,
were 600.
Here's the problem. PSNY, obviously, that's a collapse. So that's a limited shoe. You're going to be able to resell it. Blah blah blah. This shoe that's coming out for $400 is amongst the pack that's flopped. Every single one of them has
like
flopped.
Pinnacle 4s. They're Pinnacle 1s. Pinnacle 1s are $400.
Pinnacle ones flopped. What's those red ones that came out?
Oh,
which red
flop.
One? The labs?
They sold out.
Yeah, all the lab shoes all flopped. I'm talking about like as far as you can buy them now for retail or less.
Or less, yeah.
Wait a minute, you can buy lab one. You can buy Pinnacle ones for retail.
Well, I don't know about those, but
Pinnacle
where are you going to pay $400?
Colorways, yeah, you can buy for less than retail.
Them tan ones.
I want the tan
are you
ones,
paying
but
$400 for those? I'm not.
No, that's retail.
that's
Yes.
retail.
Oh no,
I need them for $280.
That's why the 4s are $400.
I need a trade.
Yes, trade your
Somebody
Yeezys.
You need
need
OVO 10. Somebody need OVO 10.
Somebody need an extra blue cruise. Let me know. I got you on that Pinnacle one. Me been had those. Y'all listening? Yo, let me know. But nah, man. I want to pay. I want to pay the 4. Actually, I want the shoe, but I don't want to pay the 4. Then you say you copied yours?
Copping what?
Them Pinnacles. You
Not
said
for
you were
$400. I said I want them. I don't like that horsehair on it, but I would wear them if they were $200.
Where's the horsehair? I thought it was like
On the
60.
side where the netting is, and then on the tongue part.
I had one pair. I had 2 pair of shoes that had horsehair, and I don't own them anymore.
Yeah,
I had,
Krampus and Krampus.
no, I did not buy Krampus SB. You bought Krampus SB
I had
against my
those
wishes.
in the plastic box for like 2 years before I
those are
sold
so
them.
awful. Something about a shoe with hair on it is weird. I had
Right
a
there,
dunk. Oh, them is horsehairs.
Hey, shout out to Pharrell though, because he's actually, you guys aren't, you're not going to want to hear it. I know that, and you probably won't believe it, but he's doing more than Kanye for Adidas right now, and that's 1,000,000% fact. He
Absolutely.
is selling.
Oh, whoa.
No.
I don't
You
know
talking
what that
sales
means.
numbers?
No.
Yes. Look at all the
No.
shoes. Look at the number of shoes that have Pharrell's name on it compared to what Kanye has.
Like
you can
what?
even read the articles.
Like what? Shell toes?
Every single
All the
shell
shell
toe
toes,
color,
Stan
every
doesn't
single
matter.
Stan Smith, every single what he has on right
Clothing
now.
lines,
I don't know
BBC
about
collabs.
The numbers, are way higher.
Would NMDs sell out or fly off the shelves if Pharrell was just there? No.
No, but
What I'm saying is Pharrell is making them dollars.
yes.
Kanye has some hype. Pharrell is making them actual
And let's not
ends
forget
meet.
that for our generation, Pharrell was what Kanye West is today. Bape, BBC, ice cream.
What that got to do with Adidas?
I mean, I'm just saying, like he is influential. Like people do.
But he's also tacky. That's a fact. Hey, man, I love Pharrell. When I used to go buy my CDs, man, every single Tuesday, be at that Target copping CDs.
And
if I
NERD.
cop something and I looked in the book, the book that came with the CD, I will look at production and see if anything was made by Neptunes because I knew it was going to be fire.
Oh yeah.
Now Pharrell is tacky. All right, I don't care what anybody says. All right, he's the only person I know still wearing like jeans that got like paint like on the butt and the crotch, like that Bape dog.
You need to stop looking at his crotch.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Well, hey,
Let's not get into where we were earlier.
Hey.
That closet stuff.
hey, man, I pay attention, dude. I pay
You
attention.
might want to pause your existence right now.
Hey, like I said, Pharrell is
Yo.
not. Hey, Pharrell might. Okay, if you want to say dollar wise, fine. All right, maybe. All right, but I really don't see how. I mean, it's the influence that matters. Like I think
You can't quantify that.
I think Kanye's influence makes you go buy whatever Pharrell's put out right now.
I guess I would argue the fact that if Kanye West wears an Ultra Boost, even though his name is not attached to it, it has the Kanye effect.
Yes, but an Ultra Boost is not a GR. Think about it. You don't see Ultra Boost at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Ultra Boost is a GR. You see it everywhere.
No, it's not. Where do you mean you see it everywhere?
What's a GR to you?
You see it online at boutiques.
They're at Champs, though.
They're at Champs.
Actually,
They're at Foot
Which
Lockers.
Champs? The
Well,
three Champs in the entire country.
All right, first of all,
I mean,
let's be
they're at
clear.
House of Hoops, Beverly Center. Thank you.
Well, they might be. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see them down
They're
the
at
street.
Mall of America.
Mall of America, what?
Okay, down the street. Okay.
Adidas original
First of all-
store, yes.
Okay, first of all, anybody who actually gives the Sneak Diss an opportunity to listen and pays attention to us, we're in the state of Arizona, all right? We get certain things, all right? Now, Ultra Boost, for some odd reason, we just can't get those. Now, if they were in the state of Arizona, we didn't know about it.
It's
That
not a
doesn't mean it's
GR.
not a GR.
No,
They got Ultra Boost at
a
House of Hoops.
GR, a
Oh,
GR.
yeah.
We're talking Ultra Boost.
Adidas Ultra Boost.
Adidas Ultra Boost. They
They
got.
had him at House of Hoops, and you didn't say a single word.
No, they
They
didn't.
had white ones.
No, they didn't.
No, they did not.
It's not a GR. Get off that.
The all-white ones? No, they
A GR is
did.
a GR is when
And you
shoes.
saw them?
No, I didn't see them, but I know they had them.
You don't know that. Who
I
told
know
you that?
stuff.
Let me
I know stuff.
Let me
He
get some
said.
names.
They got all those NMDs last weekend too.
They
Man,
got
get
one
out of here.
colorway.
I think they got two.
Man, you're making up stuff now. Your credibility
And
is shot.
Future, shout out to Future.
Ultra
That Barney's.
Boost, Ultra Boost going to concepts
So
and
we got
Ubic
Future.
and those stores is not making a GR.
Future
We
being
got
at House of
Future.
Hoops is word of mouth.
You can click
That's a
on
rumor.
finishline.com.
There's about 7 dudes out here that look like Future. I could text 2 right now. So him saying that he saw Future, I don't know. He might have been out there. And what was he buying? Because the House of Hoops out here doesn't have that much worth copy right now.
No, he was in Barney's copying all that Fear of God.
Oh, that's
Shout out
right.
Fear of
He
God.
Hey, man, I ain't got no problem with Fear of God clothing, but I don't know, man. It's just plain. Something about selling thermals. You buy thermals at Target for like $3 in a pack, man, and you put them
Now with
joints.
buttons on them.
This was a conversation we've had for a long time. Plain T-shirts over Jordan T-shirts. It's the same conversation.
Why would you
just
ever wear a Jordan t-shirt?
exactly? Why you wearing T-shirts with rips and holes?
Hey,
You
man,
paying
let me tell you
triple.
something. If Jordan wants to go ahead and send us a few t-shirts, Sneak Diss will wear a few Jordan
I don't think Michael
t-shirts.
himself will be doing it, but if Jordan Brand executives, anyone from Jordan Brand is listening,
Oh man, Jordan. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
you
What's
could send
going on
you could
with
send us them
Jordan?
I
you could
can't-
send us them boxes that Marcus gets in the mail.
I can't stop buying Jordans, but Jordans are just once you get to a certain age, I just don't see why we buy them.
No.
I just
How many
don't get it.
one OG lows have you bought
Okay.
recently?
That's different.
Okay, one lows are
And ones.
anything ones is
And
just
you talking
classic.
about 12s, and you talking about what else recently?
Yeah,
6s.
I want French Blue 12s, and I want maybe sixes is my grill though. I'll do anything for 6. I mean, almost
And
anything.
12s are for the culture.
Almost anything.
12s are for the culture.
Well, y'all need to explain this culture stuff because this has gone over my head for a long time.
12s are fire. The problem is 12s didn't evolve. 12s are retros. They didn't evolve with our clothes.
No.
Our clothes got smaller and made 12 look bigger. All right.
Yes.
You put on your jeans, you put on your Fear of God, whatever you wear with some 12s, and 12s look like Timbs now, and that's fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Fives,
and Jordans
12s,
are so
6s.
high. Jordans are so high and bulky. You can't even wear them with shorts unless you about to go hoop. And nobody hoops in Jordans.
Nobody.
Except NCAA
college players.
But, hey, man,
And people and players in the NBA
That's
that don't
neither-
have contracts.
that's
Shout
not
out
it.
PJ Tucker.
that's not, hey, man. Hey, man. That's neither here nor there.
PJ Tucker has a contract with a local shoe distributor, not a national manufacturer.
Hey, man. Y'all get off my guy, PJ Tucker.
Hey, this
Yes.
faker in here.
Your guy.
This faker.
Man, PJ
Let's go back.
Tucker.
Let's go back to the thread. You better check your Facebook.
Okay. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
check your
All right.
MySpace.
For anybody, well, you know what? Honestly, anybody listening to this, you probably don't know who PJ Tucker is.
Unless you've been on kicks on court lately.
The only way anybody nationally would know PJ Tucker that are in the sneakers is strictly Complex and Soul Collector.
Yeah, kicks on
That's a fact. Now let me say something first. I talk the most junk about PJ Tucker than probably Anybody, all right? This has nothing to do with him as a person, all right? I'm sure he's a nice guy. I seen he got a kid. He got, whatever, man. He seems like a nice guy. Somebody told me he worked hard from a Euro League. I don't know, all right? But let me tell you something. When you post every single game night, yo, what should I rock? And it's literally some of the rarest sneakers on earth. And you go out there and average 6 points a game, stop. All right. That means that you care more about your sneakers than do your game. Because did you go to the gym and shoot 100 3-pointers, 100 free throws, 100 layups?
Oh, he flew out to LA and went to Riff.
Can't do it. No. I can't do it.
Shout out to Rip.
Hey man. But if PJ Tucker ever wants to come on the Sneak Disc and talk about it, I will. I can't sit there and be fake with it. I have a problem. See, this is the thing. Back in the day, and this is back to culture, or back to culture talk. This is what I look at as culture. When we watch basketball, 80s, 90s, you didn't see cats out there wearing Jordan. The only cats that wore Jordans was Jordan and then Randy Brown
And Ron Harper.
And that wasn't until about 90s until they started doing it. You didn't see nobody out there wearing it. You saw Magic Johnson out there running in them heavy Converse. You saw Larry Bird out there shooting them one-legged jump shots in them heavy Converse. You saw Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in them LA Gears. You saw Sean Kemp in Reeboks. You saw people. Did you burp?
You saw Akeem Olajuwon and Akeem Olajuwon? No,
bro, it smelled like bologna. Oh my God, bro! I'm across the room.
That was you,
Bro.
Let's aim that way. What do you want?
That smells like organic.
That smells like
shout out to organic.
Smells like smells like a sandwich shop on 3rd Avenue and in Washington.
Yo, if they want to supply this thing with some sandwiches, shout out to them. I'm hungry.
Man.
But anyways, like I was saying, you didn't see BJ Armstrong out there worried about Jordans and stuff. Now, they didn't have social media and stuff, but Jordans was available to everybody. We were just talking about how Jordans used to sit on the shelves. Concord 11s sat on the shelves at a J.C. Penney. All right, J.C. Penney's. BJ Armstrong could have walked in J.C. Penney's and copped 11s and hooped in them, but he didn't. BJ Armstrong and, gosh, what other? Nick Van Exel. Actually, Nick Van Exel wore blast Reeboks. But that's the point I'm trying to make. You see PJ Tucker out here, and I don't necessarily have a problem with him hooping in these limited, rare shoes. The fact that he emphasizes it, the fact that he's like, hey, y'all, what should I wear tonight? And it's like Sean Marion PE 5s and some sample 14, seamless 14, or a Yeezy. Once you start hooping in a Kanye sneaker, you have no care for playing basketball, period. None at all, right?
No.
Because you cannot hoop it. And same thing for Nick Young. I don't want to get on PJ Tucker. And you know what? I don't even want to make this first episode going in on people that we don't even know. Well, let me tell you something. You go out there and hoop in a 750 Yeezy?
Yeah.
You have no plans on scoring any points or playing any defense because they have no ankle support.
Or staying healthy.
And if your coach knew anything, if Byron Scott or Hornacek, whoever knew anything about sneakers, if I seen Nick Young walk out the locker room wearing some 750 Yeezy boots, I would say, you're not playing today. I would literally DMP. You're not playing. Leave your warm-up suit on. Don't tear your pants off, man. Leave them joints on. Pause. Leave them joints on. Leave those joints on. Leave those pants on. And that's a fact. You ain't coming out here playing my basketball. Pause. Hey.
Okay.
It's out of control, though. Sometimes you just say
control.
stuff. Sometimes you just say stuff and just get out of control, But shout out to the pause button, too.
Speaking of, all of this, I mean, where are we at in the state of sneaker culture and where it's come from and where it is today? I mean, we're at a point to where we're seeing all these Jordan retros again sitting on shelves, things making it to clearance stores, to outlet stores, getting sent back to Nike to be redistributed. I mean, are we to a point to where we saw a younger generation come into a fad, come into a trend, get into it, and are now out of it, and the only people left are the people who really grew up in it and the people who really have a love and an appreciation for where it all started?
Now, here it is. Nike decided to take the reseller out of the game for the most part, and the reason why I say that is there's no cushion anymore for making money. You can't make $50 on a resale sneaker anymore on a GR. They're not $160, and you sell it for $250, pay your fees, and you're done. No, they cost $200, $190, $200, $210, $220 now. So the markup is gone. And that's the biggest reason why all these shoes are sitting on shelves. And half of them suck, to be honest.
But here's the question: is I agree, the reseller is gone now. But when you have the reseller, you still had people lining up camping. Like, you would think that eliminating the reseller would let it be possible for all the people who want the shoes to get them. But now it just seems like without the reseller, without the low price, without the hype of the markup, even the people who used to want them don't want them anymore.
Well, I mean, demand, is what runs the market. It's not supply. You could have 10, you can limit a run to 10 shoes, but if nobody wants it, no one's going to buy it, and it's not going to be worth anything.
But is the reseller actually gone?
The reseller, I don't think the reseller is gone, because I still see shoes being, you look at the...
Yeah, but the reseller is now selling NMDs and Ultra Boosts and whatever else instead of Jordans.
And the reseller has a 36-hour window. The reseller, you sell a shoe in the first 36 hours, you can make some money. After that, it's forgotten.
It
now
might
it's
be
next
less
week's
than
stuff.
that. If you cop a sneaker on Saturday, if it's not sold by Sunday night, you might be stuck with it.
You might be stuck with it for a couple years.
Or you might be taking it back to an outlet. That's a fact. And you know what? If Nike really wanted to cut off the reseller, they would stop taking back returns on limited release stuff.
Or giving you just store credit.
Or just giving you store credit. Because a lot of resellers right now buy it, try to sell it, don't sell it, take it back to the nearest outlet. Now, that's beneficial to people who go to the outlets and can catch these deals.
Absolutely.
But well, actually, I guess Nike doesn't care. They get their money
either way.
Yeah, this is a manufacturer.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, the shoe costs $10 and it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just like those Master 12s. Those are awful, all right? Those joints look like beef jerky.
And they were reselling for a couple days.
And they're actually
see, that's one of those ones that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just out of nowhere. People got the tax return and ran to the store and got in line.
I just don't get it. Those are one of the worst 12s. Those are awful. All black sneakers, depending on the materials, are awful.
But what does it look like? It looks like an OVO 12.
I guess it does look like an OVO 12.
It looks just like an OVO 12. So you get the OVO hype spilling over into a Master 12, and there you got your resale.
Hey, man, if OVO 12 drop, I'm copping.
OVO 12 drop, I'll be first in line. I'll be on Sneakers app. Shout out to Sneakers app.
Now, if I cop it, I don't know what I'm going to do with it because I got them OVO 10s. Now, the OVO white 10s, trash. OVO black 10s, garbage cans. Now, I still have them. I'm still debating. Now, I might wear them one day, but something is telling me I'm not.
I kept both.
Man, I seen somebody put
You keep everything.
I keep everything.
You keep it. You got white ones?
Yeah.
Man, you got everything.
I got everything. Shout
He
out
got,
to not telling my address.
he got those after the fact.
I did. but I only paid $260 for them.
Lies.
No joke.
Every time
$260.
you get something, you
$50.
give the greatest price on. Yeah, price
$50.
I'm surprised you didn't say $50. Those are awful. I see somebody post a meme of the OVO 10 and a steak.
I saw that.
It looked like a ribeye. That's how ugly they are. It looked like a ribeye.
I saw that yesterday.
I was like, you know what? I don't know if I could ever wear those things. And they need like some like leather shine on them. They just look dry. All right. But I mean, you got your raffles, you got your raffle tickets, you got your camp outs, you got stuff like that. And which is funny because like in Arizona, I don't think there is anywhere to camp out anymore. I see people camping out in California and New York.
I think the last place that you could camp out at anymore was High Point. Or not even Stevens anymore, but High Point. Shout out to High Point. But that was the end of it. And I think they recently fixed whatever problem they had with their Jordan contract. But I mean, for a while, like they weren't getting it. They rebranded themselves to go try and hit that Asics and Reebok market.
And one of the issues is, first of all, I mean, I'm 33.
Yep.
Right? Oh, 30?
30, 31.
Ryan's 31 now?
31. George just turned 42.
42. Holla.
42 in dog years.
But we used to be out there camping, and the problem is, and I don't want to say we old, but I don't have the stamina as these young cats who out there camping. We will go out there and camp. I remember when, like, first getting back into it. Go out there midnight, maybe midnight. Then it turned into, like, get out there at 9 o'clock at night. Then it turned into like getting
the day
up there
before
at 6 in the day.
Yeah.
Then it turned into the day before. Then it turned into a week before. When that Galaxy Pack came out, cats were out there camped at House of Hoops for like what? A week?
A week.
And we
6
actually
days.
know some of those people.
And then after all that, found out they couldn't buy what they wanted to buy. They changed the release procedure up so many times.
Shout out to Scottsdale HOH back in the day.
Shout out to one person and he knows who he is.
Yeah.
We get him on the show.
Yeah.
He got some explaining to do.
You got some explaining to do.
Hey,
A couple
I ain't
of
mad at
them,
him,
a couple of
bro.
them got some explaining
Hey,
to do.
I ain't mad at him. Because you know what? If I had my own sneaker shop, I'd hook up everybody I know too.
If I made minimum wage work at Foot Locker, I'd be doing what I had to do too to support my family.
Your boy Bernie Sanders want to make you paid.
Hey,
He want to make you $15 an hour, B.
And that's tight.
how much you gonna pay me? I'm salary. How much you gonna pay me?
Oh no, man. I don't need that. I don't need minimum wage going up. So
Dang.
I don't,
He's voting for Trump, y'all.
First of all, I'm black. I ain't voting for Trump. All right. Second, I'm not even getting into that because I it takes value away from like all the hard work of going to college and stuff when you could almost make
As much money as somebody.
make money as if you did. Like it makes no sense. But I do believe that people, at some way, needs to make more. I don't know how to do it. I'm not a politician. I'm not into that. But the living wages right now for some people below the middle class line is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I don't want to take it away from me. Now, if you're gonna bump a minimum wage, I'm gonna need you to bump me up.
You gotta take it for me too.
But like I
I need
said,
about
man,
20% more.
like I said,
Yeah, so
I
you
ain't
can
got
cop
this.
20% more sneakers.
Yes,
That's a
please.
fact. Like I said, man, we ain't got the time to be camping. We ain't got the time to be doing that. I mean, we barely have the energy to go get raffle tickets.
I barely have the energy to leave sneaker app to go to a store and pick it
You
up.
almost didn't have the energy to get here on time
I almost
today.
didn't.
And that's the thing. If I can buy it at home, I'm not leaving the house.
No.
Like, I'm not leaving the house. I'm married with kids. I ain't got time to be dragging the kids out to go get a sneaker that's going to sit in my closet, DS, forever, all right? Maroon 6's release date still sitting in the closet, and a 6 is a grail, all right? But I'm just too mad at how much it cost. Like, I love
You could have worn
the
it today.
6. I thought about it, but why would that? I'm going to wear a sneaker on air. Like, that's the point I'm trying to make.
You could have worn it today.
Did we say what we all got now?
No, we didn't. But I am rocking those Victor Cruz blues. Those blues.
I got those BBC Stan Smith black pony hairs.
Pony hairs, huh?
Yeah, George got those
The only-
Kanye effect.
Got those
Ultra-
Kanye. He ain't got the Pharrell's on.
He got those Kanye effect.
I don't think Kanye wore the 3M joints.
No,
He
but
probably has them.
But you got
You
those.
seen 'em.
You ain't got the Pharrell joints on. You ain't got them Adi colors on.
Kanye, if you don't got them 3Ms, I can hook you up, B.
Let him know.
Right, Kanye hear that, he'll be angry.
Like I said, I need
Kanye.
chop,
Kanye might
chop,
sue you.
cream paws,
Hey,
what
man.
boost, whatever you want to call them.
If Kanye wants to listen to the sneakers,
Friends and family.
I will appreciate it.
Kanye was my
Hey, you
suit.
know
I
what's
mean,
another example?
Kanye, if you want to come down to the studio next time you're in Phoenix, let us know.
We'll take you to Waffle House.
We'll be here.
Another example is when Kanye was with Nike and he wore one picture of the Hyperfuse 90 Red Independence Day.
Gone.
Through the roof.
Gone.
I was on eBay when they had dropped wherever they were.
I'm gonna let you finish, but then I have a comment
everywhere.
for this.
And I bought a pair. From a guy on eBay. That's paid for it, everything cool, sitting there happy, like,
Picture
got
came
those,
out.
excited. That picture came out that night.
Cancel your order.
Facts. Once that picture dropped that night, the next morning, I'm sitting there like, ooh, Kanye wore. I ever told my wife, I said, yo, I just got a great deal. Kanye came out with them. Fire. The next morning, check my email. Oh, hey, man.
I lost them.
I thought I had a 9.5 left. Oh, sorry, bro, but refund is coming your way.
Man.
Then I had to hustle. I hustled and found somebody else who had them. And I ended up buying them from Beverly Hills, some shop in Beverly Hills. I got them off of there. And then did I get 2 pairs?
No.
I thought I sold one.
I don't know. I know you had one. I was in.
I got one.
I
You
was
had
in
2
San
pairs
Diego.
of band ones, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I was in San Diego.
Because the key word was had.
I walked
Been
into
had
the attic. Attic had all 3 colors. 4th of July weekend, and I walked in and I was like, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and pick these up. Make sure I got my funds straight. You gotta make sure you have your funds straight.
Yeah, when you out buying everything.
When you bought everything.
He had just stepped out the yacht, y'all. Just so you know, talking about fun straight. He came straight from the yacht.
May the yacht rest in peace.
And he had Louis Vuitton boat shoes.
Shout
on. We're
out.
talking about get this money right.
Shout out to my dad.
Get these accounts matched up.
Man, you said R.I.P.
R.I.P. It might have. I don't know where it went.
Hit an iceberg. Hit a buoy.
Shout out to Titanic Jr.
I hit that buoy. Had them sneakers on. He only saved the sneakers. He had sneakers on it. Simple down dove in for the sneakers. Yeah, all the sneakers had life vests.
Man, but I went in the next day after that picture came out. Gone. All of them gone. They were sitting on Concepts. They were on Concepts website for about 5-6 days.
You know what's ridiculous is the white ones were off.
I don't believe that.
I don't even.
They were on Concepts website.
They were sitting on. Finish
Someone
line.
add us on Twitter. Send us an email confirming that. If you're from Boston, let me know if that's true.
They
Concepts
were
had 'em.
sitting
They
on
were
finish
sitting.
line though.
I'm not talking about finish line.
They were on Concepts because I remember Concepts and Kith have the two best sneaker deal. Concepts, Kith, and
Is this facts? Because we don't fact check.
the best sneaker deals. When you
fact check
when you
what
go to
we
sale
can.
page on Kith and Concepts, their stuff be super cheap
Oh, you mean for sale?
for sales.
I will.
So I was waiting. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till these go on Concept sale page. It'll be like $80.
Yeah, their
They
stuff.
never made it.
Their stuff
R.I.P.
does be on sale, but
And George was getting crazy over
I'm
there.
like, what's that
fidgeting
noise
around.
in the headphones? I'm like,
This microphone bouncing around.
oh
I'm trying to-
yeah, don't touch that, man.
Not
But,
that one. Easy.
break it.
Easy.
You're about to break
right, don't touch that mic. Put that mic on your lips.
Uh,
Pause. I'm just joking. But no, man, Kith and all them, I will admit, they do be having some cheap stuff when it's in their sales section. Problem is that they make you work too hard to get it. I'm sick and tired of having to email
I'm
somebody.
not gonna
to
email
buy
nobody.
something.
No.
But I will admit,
I gotta add
though,
the cart.
I will admit, I emailed Kith, and them cats called me back instantly. All right, call me back.
Shout
in
out
seconds.
Adam Stubbs.
Who is that?
That's the dude that runs their email. He's super good. I will say, I
How
bought.
do
if you guys,
Do
well,
you know him?
Yeah, yes, because I bought a hat from Kith, and I posted a picture. It came in a box smushed, and I posted a picture. I tagged Ronnie Feig in the picture. Within 5 minutes, I had an email from Kith, from Adam Stubbs, telling me that a replacement hat was in the mail. I didn't send nothing to Kith. I didn't send an email to their customer service department. Nothing.
They let you keep both?
Yeah.
No.
No. I had to send the other one back, but they sent it out, and they were like, "We sent out a hat for you, return label. So sorry."
So they mailed out something before you sent yours back,
Yeah,
and you still sent it back.
and I sent it back. I'm an honest person. I'm an honest person.
Oh no!
I try to be honest.
Well, you out here sinking yachts and stuff. I don't know how honest you are.
Shout out to insurance companies. Just kidding.
hey,
Yo, hey, man.
No, I'm just playing. Like, don't come after me.
This is Greg. This is Greg, and I do not co-sign anything he just said. Nothing he just said.
hey, the statute of limitations has not expired on that, by the way, because that is not a legal issue.
I don't know that. That's a cold case. But anyway, so y'all been watching basketball? Yes, no, little bit. Kind of.
Sir.
This tournament's been crazy.
Simple. You haven't watched one.
I have watched some games. I have been watching games. And not only have I been watching games, but I've been listening to Jim Rome. Shout out Jim Rome. Shout out to the Jungle and the Clones.
The jungle.
I'm gonna stop shouting out everybody. We just shouted out so many people. They gonna be, this show is a commercial. All right?
This show is a commercial.
This show is an advertisement for everybody. You didn't watch one college basketball game. You watch a lot of college basketball highlights. Right? You don't like any.
I
college
watched
sport.
the last 3 minutes of Little Rock game.
Against who? Which one?
Little Rock?
Is that that's a team
the
with
first
that,
one?
with
First round?
Bobo Baggins,
You know how long ago
the
that
man
was?
with the headband.
I'm not gonna say nothing about that. First of all, your name is Bobo, and you know what? Hey, your name is Bobo, you ugly. I don't know what they would. I hope that's a nickname, because he is ugly. What's
I don't know
homeboy-
if that's his name.
What's
was, but his
homeboy
last
name that
was
played for,
Baggins or Braggins or something.
homeboy for shoot, do all the scoring. Indiana,
Oh,
Headley,
what?
Headley. What's his name? Black dude.
Yogi Ferrell.
Oh, homeboy, is it Wisconsin? Idaho, Indiana?
Indiana would be Yogi Ferrell. That's the point guard.
No, the homeboy that might be number 2 draft pick or number 1 draft pick. Not Ben Simmons, other cat.
Duke.
No, not for Duke, but not him.
Yes, he would be the number 2.
Okay,
pick.
number 3 then draft pick.
I don't know. I have no
Score
idea.
averaging like 30 in the tournament right now.
Oh, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Buddy Hield.
His real name is like Sharon's Sauce. Or
Yes,
something.
he's from like Haiti or something. So you're Bahamas.
out there balling,
You shouldn't be surprised. He got the biggest gums and teeth I've ever seen in my entire life.
Hey. Hey there.
You hear this, bro? I'm a fan. But nah, man, my bracket was perfect for a little while. Actually, I made about 10, 20 brackets, and I was good up to.
How's your bracket doing?
No, they're all busted.
If you make 20 brackets, you can't come online and brag about what your bracket's being perfect. That's not how it works.
One bracket is silly.
I'm not saying make one bracket. I'm saying if you make 20, you can't make fun of other people.
I don't make fun of nobody. Hey, the problem is
You make fun of people all the time. Maybe not about their brackets.
I do make fun of a lot of people.
You make fun of a lot of people. Like that man in the mall that was driving that.
I thought that was real.
And you got something going on that should make you want to stop talking too. You might want to tell the people out there listening.
Hey, I thought that man's leg was asleep. I don't know what he had. Cerebral palsy? Look, I don't know what he had. Man. Hey, I don't know. What he had. I thought his leg was asleep.
I wasn't going.
I don't even know how he was going to test drive that Tesla. If Tesla was smart, they wouldn't let him test drive it because he probably didn't come back.
Shout out to Tesla.
Hey man. Yo, Tesla want to give us some test drives.
We did see the $6 million man on the corner today on the way. He might have been related to that old man.
Man, we seen police hemming up that one dude. Well, they was ready. They was getting him, but that's neither here nor there.
Man,
That might have been why Simple was late.
Can't wait to get home. Drink some more Budweiser. How about that?
This is actually becoming a commercial.
Speaking of Budweiser, where's Peyton Manning's legacy?
Peyton Manning.
I mean, does anyone care, honestly?
Does anybody care?
I don't think anyone
Did we
cares.
forget about him already?
I mean, maybe
I'm
they
more-
care in Indianapolis. But
I'm more interested to know he was
In
doing
Knoxville.
in Tennessee. That's what I'm more interested in. Because if he out there pulling out that D, and I ain't know hey man, he out there cutting up with these trainers and stuff. That matters. But hey, it's Peyton Manning, and it ain't getting talked about. Now, if it was Cam Newton out there pulling out the D, rap.
now you're making it a racist issue.
The D won him the Super Bowl though.
I'm just saying, it wouldn't matter. If it was Ryan Leaf, they would have gave him a hard time.
Both of y'all, both of y'all need to pause everything in your entire existence right now.
I'm just pointing out facts. All right, these are
Ryan
actual
Leaf.
factuals. All right, wherever he's at, I think he's like coaching high school somewhere or something. But hey,
Johnny Manziel can go play for him.
man, Johnny Manziel, he ain't good enough for just partying. But
He just signed with
no, he didn't.
T.O.'s old agent.
Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Rosenhaus. What's his name?
What's his name? George knows everything.
Drew Rosenhaus.
Drew Rosenhaus. But Drew Rosenhaus likes to party too much. They're just friends. That's all they did. They just signed. They're not going to actually take care of no business. Although I did see a video of him throwing a pass, and it still looked good.
Who, Johnny?
Yep.
He's got an arm. He's
I
messed up.
think he just threw, but it was no receiver.
He threw it his ex-girlfriend.
Johnny Manziel can't throw. He threw her out the car. That's what he did.
Johnny Manziel can throw.
He can't throw.
He can throw.
He threw it at his ex-girlfriend.
He can throw them. He can throw them shots back, B. But that's about it.
Hey man, he can throw. All right. He might look crazy when he finally gets rid of the ball, but he can throw. All right.
He can throw them
On a
shots
rope.
back, and he can throw that.
On the ropes. All right.
He can throw it on a rope.
And he can
I'm
throw
a
that.
Cleveland fan. I actually watched some of them.
He can throw that white on that mirror too.
Hey, man,
He can throw those shot glasses back.
He can throw them bird.
He can throw those dollar bills.
He can.
the life.
He can throw them two hands together like Birdman and make it flutter.
So who y'all got? Kansas or Maryland?
Kansas or Maryland? Isn't that one obvious?
Kansas.
Why is that obvious? I got Maryland.
All right.
You got Maryland?
All right. We got one.
I do got Maryland. Actually, let me get a pen. Hey, get my backpack right there. All right, no, I got one. All right. So who you got, Simple?
I got Kansas.
Simple got Kansas. George got obvious.
Hold on a second. I got Kansas because I got Kansas in the championship game, so I can't go away from that now.
I do too.
Even though I think Maryland is very dangerous. I will say that.
This is George Martin, the general manager. And I got
GM.
Maryland. Miami or Villanova?
I'm
That's easy. That's Nova.
gonna say
We need to. Well, hold on a second. We need to do this.
If Miami beats Villanova,
I got the
city
spread.
of Miami might implode.
I got the spreads
All
here
right.
too. We need to do this. Like talk about who
Fine.
you think is going
What's
to
the
cover.
spreads? Shout out to Nino's Pop.
you need to chill out with the gambling.
This doesn't have anything to do with gambling. This our listeners want to know. They want
What's the
winners.
spread?
What's the spread?
This might not even be on. Actually, it might be on. I don't know. What's the spread?
Our listeners want to know. They want winners. All right, they're in Vegas
I know
waiting.
somebody who really wants to know.
I know somebody who really wants to know.
Probably at the house shivering.
He might be. I hope he lost my phone number, but that's all right.
Pound for pound knows what we're talking about.
Hey.
All right, Kansas, Maryland. Kansas is -6.5. They're a 6.5 point favorite. Okay, so Maryland's gonna win. So you got Maryland covering. So what simple? What do you got?
I got Kansas.
All right, he thinks Kansas is gonna win by 7 or more. I'm gonna say Kansas wins, but they win by 6 and do not cover.
Maryland is going to win by double.
We're not giving betting picks. We're just picking. We're going money line here. Like
You Kansas money line. If you want to throw it out there, throw it out there. Shout out simple.
I'm interested. I want to know. So we might use DraftKings. They don't do that for NCAA for purposes.
It's illegal in Arizona, by the way, but we do need the NBA commissioner to get out there and get that sports betting legal in Arizona, legal nationwide, so we can go to this casino and make these bets.
Oh no, man! They get sports betting legal. In
Silver
states, there'd be some scrapping.
Silver,
George
talking to you.
Might not need a house no more.
I'm talking to you, Silver.
Sport book.
Adam Silver, are you listening, B?
Hey,
I know you love sneakers because you run the NBA.
George can live at the sport book. He don't need a house no more.
Oh no, man! They get that out here. George might be out here scrapping in these streets.
That front yard will never get done.
What's Miami Villanova?
Villanova's favored by 4.
I'm only basing this off.
I'm taking Miami.
Okay. Now you basing that off because your jeans.
I think
Villanova.
you got that Miami summer wear on.
All right, Philadelphia is rough. All right, Villanova's gonna win. If Miami wins, it gets to the Elite Eight. The city of Miami will literally employ people's salsa.
Philadelphia has been taking L's since the beginning of 2015.
Not like Cleveland.
Damn, Cleveland.
Hey.
Cleveland's been taking L's since Jim Brown left.
He doesn't want to admit it.
Actually, since homeboy fumbled at the
Ernest Biner. Ernest Biner, shout out.
Since then. LeBron out there unfollowing Cleveland.
Oh, that's another
Instagram
topic
and
that needs
Twitter.
to be discussed.
And
Hold on,
actually
let's
got
finish these
okay,
picks
let's finish
first,
these
and then we
picks.
can
I'll
go
get to
talk
these
about
picks. I'll get to
LeBron.
these
Throw
picks. But I
LeBron
got
under these
Nova.
buses.
I got Nova. All right,
right.
you both got Miami.
I think Nova's been the most impressive team in the tournament thus far, so I'm gonna go Nova -4.
Nova -4. Is Lynn Bias on Maryland still?
Lynn Bias is Lynn Bias been 6 feet deep for about 27 years now, but that's all right.
He was good.
He's there in
They
spirit.
could use him.
Shout out to Lynn Bias.
Shout out.
Shout out to his memory.
Shout out to 30 for 30.
Lynn Bias might have been. Lynn Bias might have been. He might have been over Jordan. We don't know. It's possible.
Yeah, because
You don't know, but okay.
That's why he was over Jordan. 'Cause he
Man.
was high. He got
Oh,
drafted. He
man.
went through the roof. He literally went up and went down.
Okay.
But I didn't say that.
Okay. Man.
Yes, he went up in smoke,
He went up and it went down.
Oh man.
And that was it.
up
All
in
right.
powder. If you know what I
Duke,
mean.
Oregon and Duke.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be at this game, so I'm gonna send you guys some pictures
Where's this at?
in Anaheim.
Oh, you going to it?
I'm gonna be at
It's
this
tomorrow.
game.
That's why we're doing this on Tuesday.
Wait a minute. Did you bought tickets that one time you were talking about it?
Long time ago.
I
You
thought
gotta
that
buy
was-
them a year in advance.
Yeah, but I thought that was for next year.
I'm gonna try to buy them for next year too.
Is
'cause
that why you going?
the Final Four is in Glendale, Arizona next year. By the way, in
I
case
thought it was
you
in
guys are
Phoenix
listening.
next year.
Phoenix, Glendale, same thing.
Yeah,
it's at Cardinal Stadium. I mean, ASU is the host, but it's played in Glendale. I mean, unless you think GCU or
Were they
whatever is
playing
the
at the
host.
stadium?
Yeah.
Cardinal Stadium?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was going to be at the Suns Arena.
No, it's too small.
There's not enough seats.
Look, man. The Suns, anyways.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
We're not talking about the Suns.
All right, so Oregon, so who you got?
Well, we got both of y'all spell it SONS. So
Because they the sons of the league. They're the sons.
that tells our listeners everything y'all need to know about
they get
how our
by
panel
their
thinks
daddies.
about the
What's
Suns.
the spread on Oregon Duke?
All right, Oregon Duke right now. Oregon is -3, 3-point favorite.
I got
Give me
Oregon.
Duke.
I got Oregon. Man, you love going the opposite direction, if you know what I mean. I'm going Oregon. Oregon is winning by. I got Oregon in the Final Four, so I have no choice. My last bracket's Oregon is in every single Final Four.
It's not a bad pick.
Is Christian Laettner still playing, Duke?
Nah, he doing 30 for 30 documentaries.
They still got Grant Hill.
Grant Hill doing inside stuff.
Grant Hill might be announcing the game, actually.
Actually, that's true. And I prefer him over Chris Webber, but we'll talk about that another time.
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber is actually getting a lot of shout-outs by people talking about college basketball this year. They're talking about he did his research as opposed to Charles and Kenny.
All right.
And Reggie and Mother effing Miller, because he is the corniest man on the entire planet.
Reggie Miller?
Reggie Miller is the worst game analyst I've ever heard.
Better back up off my man Charles Barkley.
Hey, Charles brings the lulls, all right? Charles brings the lulls, but that man knows not a single thing about college basketball.
Charles Barkley knows everything about everything and has the greatest sneakers ever.
Okay.
Charles
Barkley sneakers are not the greatest sneakers.
Charles Barkley will tell you analytics don't matter and then tell you Steph Curry is a better three-point shooter than Draymond Green.
Yes.
That's called analytics, Charles.
Hey, it's like calories.
Matter.
They don't exist.
He just knows.
I don't believe in calories.
Yeah.
That's good. I can tell, man.
Yeah.
But
George don't believe in cardio. We don't believe in calories.
But Chris Webber knowing something. First of all, Chris Webber
is awful on NBA games. In the game I listened to him do in college, he was actually prepared, which I was shocked about. Whatever the opening first game was.
Chris Webber might be awful. It might have been
UNI, Northern Iowa. I think he did that one. I don't know. I don't fact check.
It was one of the first. It was one of the first games that came on Thursday. I don't know. And then I read later that day somebody was saying on Twitter that. And it was a national basketball writer was saying Chris Webber sounded good and was prepared.
Because I went in on him on Twitter.
I can't hate on Chris Webber for his college stuff.
I tagged NBA TV. I tagged everybody. All right, I went in on Chris Webber is boring and corny. And you know what? He should feel uncomfortable walking into a college arena after calling that timeout against UNC.
Hey, with all the people you could choose from, a.k.a. Reggie Miller. You need to focus your attention.
I actually like listening to Reggie Miller.
Why?
I just like listening.
Well, this conversation is over. Let's move on to the next game.
Between Reggie Miller and Bill Walton,
I love Bill Walton.
Oh man,
who doesn't love Bill Walton?
I don't even think Bill Walton. Luke Walton doesn't like Bill Walton.
Hey, Luke. I'm disrespectful. Hey man, I like Bill Walton and I like Reggie Miller. Do I prefer to listen to either one of them? Probably not.
There's nobody.
I would rather listen to Kevin Harlan and
Stan Van Gundy.
Maybe Van Gundy, not Stan Van Gundy, Jeff Van
Gundy.
Jeff Van Gundy and maybe Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson can be a little corny.
No, not Mark Jackson.
I don't like listening.
I hate that Mama There Goes That Man.
It was funny at first, but it got a little played out. Who you like to listen to?
Shaking my head.
Okay, who's winning out of Texas A&M, Oklahoma?
The Oklahoma's favored by 2.5. And I got Oklahoma winning that one.
I'll take Oklahoma.
I got Oklahoma because
Oklahoma's in my Final Four. I got them beating Oregon to go to the Final Four.
North Carolina versus Indiana.
North Carolina's favored by 5.5.
I'm gonna take North Carolina, but not by 5.5.
All right. Well, we're in agreement. I think North Carolina's going to win, but they're not going to win by 5. Indiana's going to play them close. We got North Carolina by 3.
Go to our website, thesneakdis.com, and look for our picks. I'm gonna make sure they get posted.
Okay.
And post your opinions as well. We want to hear what you guys have to say.
Go ahead, comment, post opinions, everything.
Is this gonna be up by the weekend?
It'll be up by tonight.
Oh, okay. How much we got? What we got at North Carolina versus Indiana?
Already told you.
Minus
5.5.
Notre Dame, Wisconsin.
Indiana is going to win by 20.
Notre Dame's favored by 1, and I can't wait to hear this because I think Greg thought Notre Dame was going to win the whole championship.
I'm going to take Notre Dame just because I'm Irish.
What? I never pick Notre Dame. Hey, man, don't be racist, man. Notre Dame ain't winning. Notre Dame got lucky when they beat with that tip in. Who they beat? Northern Illinois?
Team they had no business beating.
You know what? Northern Illinois?
It wasn't Northern Illinois.
Who was it?
Northern Iowa, I think.
Northern Iowa.
No. It was SFA. Stephen F. Austin.
That's right. Now
with that man.
Hey man,
that post you up if you know what I mean.
Hey,
pause.
They ain't backing up on me, but you know what's funny is that when Notre Dame beat them, how sad the Austin fans were. They were actually sad. Like this was their year to win the championship.
All right. Well, let's not say that.
They were
Sweet 16
sad.
Is a big deal.
Yo, they were sad.
That Thomas Walkup will be in the NBA, guarantee.
Hey man,
I don't care if he only plays a minute, but he'll be somewhere.
He might be in Spain first, or like Israel.
He might be in
and
Mexico.
then he might get to. He might be in Mexico.
You don't even know who Thomas Walkup is.
He might be in the CFL.
All right, he might be.
That's how we know.
Y'all seen how big he? If you've seen how big he was, he probably could be a wide receiver.
He might be playing with Johnny Manziel in the CFL.
The CFL.
Now that's an actual man right there. Got that lumberjack beard. He put them shoulders on you, no homo.
He looked like he looked like Zangief. He looked like Zangief.
I don't know if you're gonna say that. What if we have?
I said that earlier too.
What
So
if we have those kind of listeners?
hey, I mean, hey,
It's like
Hey,
that
man.
man that broke Greg's
you
hand.
don't have to cut it out twice. You have to,
I'm not cutting out anything.
you have to cut two of them out.
Y'all better get right. Because everything stays in there. Like I said, 3 regular guys with a couple beers.
Hey,
that cop
the
sneakers.
LBGT community is welcome in here.
All right. We're going to the next mix.
They're welcome in
All
here.
right, we're not getting
Whenever they want. If they want to show up and be on the
All right.
podcast and talk sneakers, feel free. We don't discriminate
What
on
we talking
anyone.
about? What we talking about? Pink 12s.
All right. Hey, man.
See, now that's right there. Now he took it too
I
far.
don't know what he's talking about. Bro.
Now he took it too
Hey,
far.
this is Greg
That was
Roberson.
George.
This is Greg Roberson.
George is out of control.
At G_Rob83. I do not co-sign anything they say. All right, because I'm gonna tell you, them young cats out there copping them pink 12s, they'll shoot you.
They
That's a
might.
fact, man.
Yeah, because they all listen to Young Thug. That's why.
Hey man, Young
Young Thug is lit.
All right.
Young Thug is lit.
I don't know, man.
I'm waiting for those Young Thug Kanye West tracks to drop.
Simple is the whitest person I've ever met and listened to the most trap music in literal history of America.
Hey man,
Trap.
Young Thug music is fine to listen to,
His favorite-
but it just doesn't make any sense.
Let's just to clear this up. His favorite MC is Slim Jesus. So that should tell you where we're at.
Shout out Ohio. Shout out to the OH.
All right, let's get to these last two games.
All right, Notre Dame, Wisconsin. Who y'all got?
Notre Dame.
No, Wisconsin's gonna win and cover.
They're gonna wash
Wisconsin money line.
Even though Wisconsin had no business winning.
Trust me.
Who they just beat at the
Neither
buzzer?
one of them had any business winning the game.
They
Xavier
really
should have won, and
Xavier shoulda
SFA
won.
should have won.
Or Bill Murray.
Poor Bill Murray.
Hey, Bill Murray, his son Luke Murray used to work in Arizona before he went to where he is now at XU. So I got love for Luke Murray. And Bill Murray is one of the funniest actors of literal all time. So if he ever wants to come on the show,
Although Lost in
please.
Translation was awful, but
They all have awful movies.
And you know what's funny? When I seen that Bill Murray hat, I thought he was wearing a Malcolm X hat. I was like, why does he got this giant X on his hat?
Yo, that Bill Murray face.
His
the
son
Michael
is
Jordan
an assistant
crying over
coach at
him.
Xavier.
I had no idea what his ties was to Xavier. I was like, oh man, he out here fighting for Black Lives Matter. He got this Malcolm X.
He probably would be.
He got this. Hey, actually, he might be. Hey, you know what? Bill Murray is one of those white guys that you just be like, you know what? I just like him. It's just a good
Bill,
guy.
Bill Murray and Donald Trump.
So you don't like all white
Hey,
people.
man, I love all white people. As long as they listen to this.
I hate all people, no matter what you are, what you look like, who you are. I hate you all.
You're equal opportunist racist.
That's not true.
It's not even racism. It's hateism.
Okay, that's not true. Don't listen to George. Don't listen to George.
All right, we got.
He's had too many Bud Lights. Virginia, Iowa State.
I mean, if it was Core Lights, it would be.
I'm going Iowa State.
We wouldn't even be able to tell what you were saying right now, but that's all right.
Them
Shout out to
silver
Coors
bullets. Boy, once they get in you, pause.
No,
Once them,
I did it.
once them silver bullets get into you, boy, it make you hop out.
Man.
You're out of control. All right, so we
You
got
end up in a Walmart looking for a phone charger in Texas.
yeah, you do, and
Wow.
and smoking a cigar
Hey man,
with a tank top on.
Hey. I don't know what they talking about, man. I don't know what they talking about. Shout out to my wife. Man. I don't know what these guys are talking about.
All right, so we got in the last two games in the Midwest region, we got Virginia is -5 against Iowa State. Let's hear it.
I guess I got Virginia. Although I've actually watched a few Iowa State games this season, and when they're on. And Virginia, I don't know, man. I guess I got Virginia. I really don't care. I'm gonna pick Virginia because they're the number 1 seed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Virginia. Who you
I got
got?
Virginia going to the championship game, so Virginia's going to win. I think Iowa State's going to cover. Virginia plays very slow.
I'm going to take Iowa State.
To win
Iowa
outright?
State.
All right, Iowa State money line. You heard it here first.
Wait, to win the championship or to win this game?
No, to win this game.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Gonzaga Q's. That one's easy.
Gonzaga, Syracuse. Gonzaga's -4.5.
I'm taking Zags.
What?
Yeah.
Who you picking?
Gonzaga, easy cover.
Yeah.
Over Syracuse?
Yeah.
Syracuse is gonna wash them.
You better write it down.
Facts.
Make sure that gets on the website.
Because, bruh, that's like
And
Middle Tennessee beat Michigan State
You know.
and ran into
Hey.
Syracuse, and Syracuse blasted them.
Hey, you know
Yeah, that was
the Knicks
weird.
now,
That
right?
was weird.
You know Melo's in New York now, right?
Okay.
At the Knicks, not in Syracuse. He's
Melo
in New York Knicks.
Because Michigan State would have beat the tar out of Syracuse. That's why it's weird.
No.
They would have. Syracuse is lucky to get in the tournament.
I put Michigan State in the Final Four every single year, period. And sometimes the championship.
Yeah, because they got Tom Izzo.
They're just good.
Shout out
It's
to
not even good. It's Tom Izzo.
Shout out to Melo giving refunds.
But hold on a second.
To courtside people.
Hold on a second.
Sad emoji. Right
Hold on a second.
Melo has been a sad emoji for 3-4 seasons since Amari Stoudemire left Phoenix.
Okay, Amari Stoudemire.
He's been sad since Syracuse won the championship. The day after the Syracuse won the championship game, he was sad, and he's still sad today.
He's been sad.
Only thing that's made him happy is winning the gold medal in the Olympics. Which shout out to USA because we are the best. Anyway,
all right. Okay, if you listening, ISIS.
You got Trump coming for you, B. He's probably in Brussels right now.
Amari Stoudemire tried to beat up my friend one time.
Amari Stoudemire
Wait,
tried to beat up everybody in Phoenix, Arizona, and Scottsdale.
All right, hold on a second here.
All right.
So you guys got to remember, there's 2 games this weekend. It's a regional, so you got the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. So we don't need to pick winners for the Elite 8. Let's just say who you got going to the Final Four.
Final Four, I have Maryland, and then Villanova, and then I have.
They're in the same.
Oops, my bad. I got Maryland. Region. Sorry, I got Maryland. I got Oregon, and I got Indiana, and I have Syracuse.
Jim Boeheim is going. All right,
he deserves it.
I got Kansas, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, and the Zags. Hey, run it.
That's wild.
Run it.
All right, so my original Final Four was Kansas, Oklahoma, Xavier, and Virginia. So I'm very upset that Xavier got beat. So I got to pick the. So in other words, my 3 of my Final Four teams are still there. Oklahoma, Kansas, and Virginia are still in it. In the East, you know what? Just to be contrary, I'm gonna go with Indiana, even though I picked North Carolina to win that game because you can't have 27 1 seeds in the Final Four. So we'll go with Indiana. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I like the Hoosiers.
Now, who's your last one? Did you pick your last one?
Yeah, that's all of them. Kansas, Oklahoma, Indiana, to be contrary, and Virginia.
Just to be contrary.
All right. So we brought up a point earlier that we haven't touched on yet of LeBron James in Cleveland and his outlandish behavior on social media. And getting talked to.
This is an Ohioan. Just so you guys know.
Is that what they're called?
Not a Cavs fan though. I'm not a Cavs. I'm a Browns fan and an Indians fan. Phoenix Suns. Not a Cavs fan. I think it would be hilarious if LeBron James left Cleveland again. I'm probably in the minority in that. I think it'd be hilarious. Shout out to my cousin Craig.
I think it would be hilarious. Okay.
Hilarious.
But it wouldn't be funny to Cleveland.
It would not be, but they might
actually
close the
stadium
city
down this time.
No, they
burned
just,
all them jerseys and was cutting up when he left the first time.
They might just move. Everybody might just move. It'd be good. It'd be good if everybody moved from Cleveland. Have you ever been to Cleveland?
I flew over Toledo one time.
It's a bad place.
And it was a storm.
It's a bad place.
I said I'd never go back to Ohio.
Joakim Noah was right.
You're from Ohio. You might want to chill out.
Joakim Noah was right. Cleveland is a depressing place.
Hey, I've been to Cleveland twice in the last 12 months. Cleveland, depending on where you go in Cleveland, Cleveland is lit. I'm not even going to lie. I had a blast in Cleveland. Now, granted, I was there one time for the NBA Finals, so maybe it made it a little bit more fun than normal.
That doesn't count.
But all right, well,
I wasn't on Tuesday.
You must have went.
And then I also went to a Raider game in Cleveland, and the Cleveland fans, I got respect for them, man, because that's a tough life right there. Raider fan is a tough life, but Brown fan is a tough life, even maybe more.
A Cleveland fan, period, is a tough life.
And I got friends that live.
ALCS.
I got
3-1. Who does that?
I got friends that live right outside of Cleveland in a neighborhood called Tremont, and man, you want to talk about a super fun neighborhood with bars and restaurants and whatnot. I have no bad words to say about Cleveland. I had a blast there.
Man,
don't come out the casino late with money falling out your pockets though.
I have literally landed in Toledo, and the storm was so bad. And you know I don't like to fly.
Cleveland was trying to keep you in, B.
And I was like, you know what? I'm never coming back to Ohio because I felt like it was a sign. It was something. And I don't think I'll ever set foot in Ohio. I have no reason to. Ohio just seems like one of those places. I mean, it's like Tucson. Actually, Tucson is the worst city on earth.
LeBron used to be your favorite player
LeBron
ever, and now you saying you have no reason. You have no reason to go there. Now you love Steph Curry. But
now, last
I'm not
18
hating. I'm
months.
not hating. I'm saying facts. That's an actual fact.
18 months. You bought your first Golden State hat about 18 months ago.
Okay, first of all,
Maybe less.
I lived in the Bay for
Maybe 12
about
months ago.
7 years. Okay,
It must have been from when you were -7 to born.
now I watched the Warriors play at their worst. All right, it was all that was on TV. That was all we had to watch.
I don't know if they were worse than the Clippers when I was growing up in
Okay,
LA.
the Clippers don't count. The Clippers were literally the Clippers were the Browns at one point. All right,
They might still be.
I know. Hey,
The Browns went like 10-6 a couple years ago, so it ain't all bad.
They went to the playoff. Was that a playoff team?
I don't think
No.
so, but they talked about the next season.
When was the
being
last
the
time they got
playoffs.
to the playoffs? 99?
02.
02.
Oh,
Who they got put out by? Ravens? Who they got put out by? I remember that game.
It might have been it might have been the
I don't
Ravens.
know.
Could have been the Titans when Steve
talk about
McNair was the 2 seed and got
Rest in
washed by the Raiders in Oakland.
Rest in peace, Steve McNair.
Hey, man.
That's a sad story. Hey, that's a sad story. Aaron McNair.
It
That's a sad
depends,
story.
man. It depends.
Last playoff appearance was in 2002.
You get killed with your side chick. It ain't a side. Hey, you know what? What'd you say?
2002.
You need to chill out.
Hey, man. I'm a married man. Man.
You need to chill out.
I believe in being faithful, B.
All right, so what's this LeBron story?
LeBron's leaving again.
Let's go to the expert.
Well,
That's what you think, but what's the story?
LeBron unfollowed Cleveland
Yep.
on Instagram and Twitter.
Took out of his Instagram the land. Maybe he just realized that it was a stupid name. I don't know. I don't know what the
Wrong.
backstory is.
Well, the problem is that when asked in the locker room,
He didn't say
why
anything,
he
at
did
least
it,
from what I could tell.
he said no comment or next question.
And his stuff is just
He looked like he didn't say anything.
cryptic.
Yeah,
And
he
listen
said
to
no
this.
question. All right.
I didn't turn the volume on.
How many of you know working out on an off day after a back-to-back? I died for this, dog. I live for it.
I mean, did you have that?
How can you? I queued up. Queued that up. How can you live and die for something at the same time?
Shout out LeBron. Don't sue us, B.
Yeah, that's on his Instagram. That's public.
He's a
That's
public figure.
Yeah,
God bless him.
but I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
might need rights to that.
man.
Hey, let me tell you something.
What else he said?
I don't know what he's on. All right, because
I don't know what
it
he's
definitely
on.
doesn't look like he's interested in winning the championship. But you know what? I'm out there playing with Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith too. I'm not.
How many of you know working out on an off day after
How many of you?
Hey man, I work out on my off.
Man,
I work out all the time on my off days.
I live for this, dog.
Hey,
I die for
Anyway.
this.
we may not have the time to talk about it today, but we got to get some political talk. Not necessarily the issues, but at least about the election at some point.
Man.
All right, but let's.
We don't need to get into the issues specifically, but we need to talk about, this podcast is about
Life.
society,
About like
pop culture,
Life.
pop culture, society, social media. That's the kind of stuff that's popping right now. So at some point we got to talk about it. But
Okay, so apparently what's trending right now, LeBron James unfollowed the Cleveland Cavaliers on Twitter.
And that's that.
And that's that. I mean, it's like,
Hey.
and that's that, he says.
and his new picture is
So in
the
other
Lakers.
words, when he buys his next house, he's not using Quicken Loans.
And his new picture, he's not using Quicken Loans. Yes, yes. Quicken Loans has taken away all of his. I mean, where does he go though? Where does he go from here? Does he team up with Kevin Durant in L.A.?
Nah, he's going to.
That's actually a good topic
Does
right
he?
there. Let's
Is that
get
what
to
he
that
does?
topic.
Do him and Kevin Durant leave and do they go to L.A.?
Well,
And wait for Russ to come
everything
next year?
everything I've heard is, now I don't know how realistic it is, but everything I've heard is they want to get Durant in Golden State.
They do.
So-
Who doesn't want Kevin Durant?
Well, I understand that, but he's not going to win going anywhere else.
You don't think Kevin Durant, LeBron James going to play for the same organization and waiting a year and getting a guy like Westbrook gives them a big three that competes with Golden State?
I don't even think LeBron and KD like each other. I don't never see nothing with them hanging out or like. You think of LeBron, you think of Chris Paul.
You do think D-Wade, Chris Paul, and Melo.
I don't think
The four horsemen of the NBA.
I don't think KD and LeBron are that close. Like, honestly.
But at what point does it matter?
I think definitely Durant is going to leave, and I think Westbrook is going to go with him. Or Westbrook is going to leave, and then Durant's going to go with him. Whoever leaves first. They're gonna
Durant
stay
leaves
together.
first.
Because you know what? You know what I see with them? I see that same situation we saw when Stephon Marbury was with Kevin Durant. I mean, with Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my goodness, like they have something going. And then Stephon Marbury wanted to be somebody.
And he
went
left
to New Jersey, and he became somebody. Don't get me wrong; he was a great player. The problem is, he was never going to win a championship without Kevin Garnett. And the Timberwolves almost went to the.
Stephon Marbury is not the guy you look to be the starting point guard on a championship team.
No, Stephon Marbury
Period.
was Allen Iverson before
like
Allen Iverson was.
I think y'all the same year, though.
Look at the teams who won championships recently. Point guard, Tony Parker.
You need passes.
Complete. Could see him on a championship team, point guard. The only team I would say recently that had a point guard that just looked out of place is Miami, and that's because you had LeBron and D Wade on the same roster.
Point guard, Mario Chalmers.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I could have been point guard.
Mario Chalmers.
Chalmers and Gumby from
Who?
From
North.
Cole.
North Cole. I don't like him either.
Gumby.
But I mean, realistically, where does LeBron land if he leaves Cleveland?
He just
he goes to LA. That's the only other place that he can go, or back to Miami.
Hey, if he goes to LA, Durant going and Westbrook going. They go find the money somewhere.
They're gonna find some money somewhere.
Anyways,
Well, Kobe's contract is coming off the books, and that's a big number. So
Kobe ain't retiring. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, shout out to the Phoenix Suns playing the LA Lakers tomorrow night.
I don't care how many sneakers. Nike
Kobe's
makes to retire.
last performance in town tomormo night.
Kobe is not going to retire.
He's going to retire.
Let me
he
just
might pull MJ
let
come
me
back
just
later.
interrupt here real quick because something I noticed here on Twitter. J23 iPhone app. I don't know if they're affiliated with 23 Penny or what. Has the red low twos tweeted right now, and Oneness is talking about the release date.
How
So
much?
I know you
They got
guys
them for
both
sale?
want
I
those.
think
got it for
the
sale?
release date
You might
is,
wanna look into it. I don't know.
4/23. That suck. I thought they were tight, but I see a better.
Speaking of 23 Penny, how about them getting ran up in over the weekend?
And that wasn't us, by the way, just so we can clear this up.
You were out of town though.
Hey,
We don't know where you
That
were.
sucks.
Hey, I don't know
I
where
follow-
23 Penny
when I
stays at,
first-
but not
when
where I was.
He might have been one of the first people I followed when I got on Twitter. I mean, I've always followed him. He follows me. I mean, hey, you get robbed, you get robbed. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's a rough life.
You out here slinging.
That's a rough life.
What is that?
Donald Trump going in on Twitter.
Man, that ain't Donald Trump.
Yes, it is. It got deleted after he sent it.
What did he say?
Man, he
wow,
said he
as
just-
Senator
He
Ted
said he
Cruz,
got the news on
that
Ted
is a
Cruz's wife.
low-level ad you did using a picture of what is that, Melania,
I'm assuming that's
and a
his
GQ
wife, his
shoot.
girl-
Be
his
careful,
wife or
or I
daughter.
will spill the beans on your wife. Hey,
Hey, it's getting personal out there.
let
in
me
the
tell you
campaign.
something. Hey, I'm not one for gossip, but if somebody gonna spill some beans on the campaign trail, I'm trying to see them. I'm trying to see them beans.
You are trying to see them beans,
So
if
what-
you know what I mean. Pause.
Hey,
Where are we at, LeBron?
I don't know, man. Honestly,
He's done. He's done in Cleveland. You heard it here first.
I think
Breaking news.
I'm gonna. This isn't gonna be a popular take, and it is a hot take, and I hate hot takes, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I think he's done winning championships. To be honest with you.
Oh, he's done winning. He's not going to win another
I
championship.
actually think
He
so.
needs.
I think that
At
might
one
be why I
point-
don't care as much.
I grew up a huge Bulls fan, Jordan fan, and I didn't want LeBron to surpass him. And at this point, it doesn't look like he's going to.
Ever.
At one point, I used to hate on him. Gregory knows. When he went back to Cleveland, I thought it was a noble thing to do. I thought he might win there, and I actually had love for LeBron. But now I don't have anything to worry about because he's not surpassing him.
the city of Cleveland. The city of Cleveland needs one, and it won't get one. It will not even get one.
If
It
they
won't get
don't
one.
win this season, they will never win.
They will never win.
I hope
Unless
so-
they get another high-profile person to come to Cleveland. They're talking about D Wade coming to Cleveland. What does that do for you?
When is that? How?
That's what I read. That they're talking about Dwayne Wade coming to Cleveland. You have Kyrie, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James. What does that do for you? Dwayne Wade,
So okay,
eyes are yellow.
I haven't
Dwayne Wade has a disease.
You guys both know I haven't watched much NBA this year. So what's
You
the
heard it
deal
here
with
first.
Cleveland? Aren't they leading the East?
They're leading the East.
They are
but
leading the
the
East,
problem
and they
is-
fired their coach.
The problem is,
No, I know that.
They're going to run into.
They wanted
Spurs.
LeBron's team wanted
Cleveland
Mark Jackson, and Mark
Cleveland
Jackson
is-
is a bubblehead, so they didn't hire him.
Cleveland is leading the East, and they're number one over Toronto, and Toronto's not going to catch them.
No.
The problem is
They're
that
gonna run in-
Cleveland will go out there and win, and they'll go out there and get washed. They got washed by like They were down by 33 against Miami the other day.
And they're gonna get washed by the
In
Spurs.
conference or by the West?
They're gonna get washed
to the
in the
finals.
Spurs in the finals.
Cavs aren't getting
All
to
right.
the finals.
Cavs, Spurs, NBA Finals.
Cavs
How
are
about
gonna-
the Spurs washing the Warriors the other night?
All right.
I don't know if they washed them. It was pretty close.
But can the Warriors compete in a 7-game series against the Spurs?
Yes. Because
You think they can?
They'll have home field advantage.
Ooh, I don't think so.
They'll have home field advantage.
This is a huge topic right now. Are the Golden State Warriors gonna break 72-10?
Yes.
You think so? They play the Spurs 2 more times.
Doesn't matter.
That's a very simple answer.
They're going to beat them.
Yes.
Both of you think so?
And the Spurs are going to break the record, too.
I think it ends up tied.
So
They got
what
7
is that-
losses. They
so-
got to only have 9, or you can't break it.
So what does that do for my Jordan 72-10s? Did Greg sell too early?
7 and 2
You know what?
They're whack.
They're whack.
You love them.
Nah,
when you say-
I did that day.
the shoes.
We almost
the
fought
shoes not
somebody.
whack.
Okay,
Come on.
fine. You know
we
what?
almost fought somebody
You're
at
right.
Fiesta Mall over him.
No. Oh, no. He was
I
gonna
do
beat
have a
us
bone
up.
to pick.
That man was going to get us. Well, I don't know if he's going to beat us up, but he was going to get us. You know what that man that came with the
He got
escalator?
up the escalator. He got back.
Oh
up.
yeah, nah. You know, hey man, let the listeners know. I'm not the biggest dude on earth, but I'm always down to scrap. And I wasn't gonna scrap with you.
I was out.
I'm going to say this.
I got
I do have a
I was
bone.
calling George. I was like, "Where you at?
Yeah, you did.
I was like, where you at? Where you at,
Hey
dude?"
George, you in the parking lot,
I
George?
just assumed
Hey,
it was
hey,
like
how
a lunch,
close are you?
a fam lunch day. I'm going to say this though. I got a bone to pick with the sneaker blogs because about that 72-10 question we just talked about. These clowns actually think that if the Golden State breaks the record, it changes what that label means that's on the tongue on that shoe.
That's stupid.
Now the tongue says it doesn't say the greatest season. It just says a great season or something like that or it says something season by the greatest player of all time. If Golden State goes 73-9, Steph Curry is not
The greatest
immediately
player of all time.
elevated to the greatest player of all time. And also the fact that the Bulls went 72-10 and won a championship is still a great season. So where you get the fact that label is made false by him winning a championship and breaking
Here we
the
go.
record
Here we go. It says
makes absolutely no
the
sense.
tongue says inspired by the most historic season led by the greatest player ever.
There
Which
you
is
go.
still true.
It's true.
It is still true.
Both of those things
It's
are
a
true.
historic
One,
season by to date the greatest player
Exactly.
to ever play the game.
You know, if like Scottie Pippen reads that tongue, he's sad.
Scottie Pippen is that. Scottie Pippen.
Led by the greatest. It doesn't say like led by.
It's a Jordan shoe. What do you expect?
I
It's not
know.
a bull speed.
I know.
But the Air More Up Tempo might say something different.
Man, Airmore Temple ain't saying nothing about $185 sitting on shelves and will be at your local outlet.
Shout out to the swoosh.
That's another shoe where,
Shout out to
where,
the swoosh.
where your jeans got skinny and your pants.
Shout out to anyone who can give me a swoosh account. How about that?
But
I
would
don't
you
know
buy
what
the
you're
Air
talking
More Up Tempo? The OG black and white?
Yeah,
literally
had it when
every
it came
single
out.
one of them.
What would you buy it right now?
No.
Okay, when we used to wear the big baggy jeans,
$100 bucks. $100 on a sale website.
No.
Are you copying it?
No.
$100 is still too much. Then.
I'm
$100 too much,
not
though?
copping it for any dollars. All right.
You would buy it for $60.
No, I would not.
You know what I mean?
No, I would.
Hey, I would.
Right.
I'd buy it for $37.
No, you
$37.99?
wouldn't. No, I've seen you
No.
put down $8 jeans in a store before because you
That's a
weren't
fact.
sure. All right, so
I had
no.
to think about it. I had to fall asleep on it.
You
had to
ain't
pray.
paying $37 for
You had to
something
pray
you're
about
not wearing.
I did.
We
I was
just got done talking
I
about the
asked God.
closet being too stacked with sneakers that you don't wear.
God
You're
bless you.
not wearing that.
Hey man, well come out the closet, man. That's what my motto
What you doing in
is.
the closet anyway?
You be in the closet staring too long, come out.
Go on.
Every Friday, casual Friday, be in the closet staring.
my closet is a room, so it doesn't quite work. the
Your closet,
same.
and
Must be nice.
it has those Zona Nike size 7s in
It
it.
does.
George,
Those
George,
are-
George, and
Those
Ryan,
are the actual
George,
definition of fire
George
flames.
and Ryan have rooms. All right?
Actually-
I have a closet. All right?
Actually,
Yeah, but you got a walk-in closet. You've
Yes.
seen my closet in my house. My house was built in 55.
Arcadia.
all right?
I will tell you, Arcadia closets are a lot different than Goodyear closets.
How do you know?
They're a lot different because I've been looking, and I'm gonna have to get a storage unit because my girl ain't gonna have any of my shoes in the house.
storage unit. Woo, he's getting married.
First of all, I said my girl.
This is the first. Yeah, he did. This is the first. Y'all
I
heard it
didn't
here
know her.
first. Simple
I
getting
didn't know
married,
her.
B.
He didn't even introduced us.
They moving in together, B.
You know she
They
don't
are.
listen to this.
We're looking, man.
I'm not taking it out.
What?
So, hey, man.
But
Like
I do
said,
I have a room full of shoes.
Must be nice. Man. I own 7 pairs. I own
I'm
a running
Caucasian?
shoe. I own a running shoe, a basketball shoe. I own,
Okay.
I own a cleat. I own a soccer cleat.
And and 287 Jordans.
You do own a soccer cleat. There is no doubt about that.
And you know what?
And you thought something else
If
was in the
you're
box.
listening, all right, because you know who you are. And actually, you know what? You owe me money, and George owes me money, all right? Because you ordered me an Air Max 90 from Nike, and somehow they actually, you know, if Nike is listening, y'all sent me a cleat, all right? I'm stuck with a cleat.
But you got them on swoosh.
Hey, man, I don't know what you're talking about. But I did wear him for softball.
I was about
You
to
did
say.
wear him for softball.
I did wear him.
He wore him to strike out.
But now
so
we
it's
got-
all right.
I was hitting that ball.
Yeah, you were.
Let's talk about-
Yeah, you were hitting
let's
the
talk about-
I was
balls.
hitting them balls.
Let's
You
talk
were
about-
out there striking out.
Yeah.
You were doing 360.
Falling over.
I didn't strike
Falling
out
on
once
his-
the entire season.
You didn't strike out.
You didn't
but
strike out. You fell over.
That was on strike 2.
You only get 2
serious.
strikes. You only get 2 strikes.
No,
Oh.
the second strike.
You
not
spun
the,
around.
You started off
Bro.
1 and
not
1.
the second.
Bro,
Yes,
when you swung
and it
that-
was the second one.
When you
Yo.
swung at that ball, you
And you
spun
fell
around,
over?
and that
Oh,
dust.
Hey,
everywhere.
hey,
It looked like-
Hey, shout out to that dust,
It
man.
looked like your front yard.
It pulled me out. Like I said, man, we
And that
live in
yard will be
Arizona.
fixed soon,
We
B.
live in Arizona. Everything
Hey,
is dust. But,
We didn't have Haboobs till George's front yard was a dust.
Both of y'all got Jordan cleats waiting for the
Jordan
upcoming
cleats
season.
waiting. Home, away, alternate. We got 4 fields. I got 4 cleats. We're ready.
You have 4 cleats. George got one.
I gotta get the I gotta get the
one.
red one still. I gotta
Which
get the
one
red
you
one
got?
still.
Blue.
You got the blue?
Blue Forest?
Shout out to my old neighborhood. All blue, all day.
Hey, man.
Okay. Okay. Man.
Anyway, what y'all watching on TV? Y'all see Deadpool?
we did see Deadpool.
Absolutely.
How
Great.
was it?
That might be the
The
I haven't
best,
seen
the
it.
best
that
Marvel
might-
movie.
ever.
I don't know.
The best Marvel
Ever.
movie. Yes,
You see
sir.
it?
No,
Yes,
could
it
be-
is.
I haven't seen it yet, but it can't possibly be the best.
That
the best
and
Marvel movie.
That and Ant-Man might be the 2 best Marvel
Ant-Man
movies
is
ever.
great. You see Ant-Man, George?
You see Ant-Man
I
yet?
did see Ant-Man. I rented it.
And it was
You didn't like
good.
What's that?
You didn't like it?
Of course I liked it, but it ain't better than Deadpool.
But it might be second best
I
funniest.
mean, Paul
Marvel
Rudd was
movie
in
ever.
it, so yeah, he's funny.
Well,
But I mean-
nobody believed him as a superhero.
Well, let's put
before
it this
came
way.
out.
Well, I like Robert. What's his name? Robert
Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. So I mean,
Okay, I will say-
what he does is
yes.
funny to me.
I will say Iron Man 1 would rival Deadpool for the best Marvel movie ever.
That's a fact. Iron Man 1 is... I haven't seen Deadpool yet. But Ant-Man, I think Ant-Man and Iron Man 1 are pretty close.
Pretty close.
Deadpool is the best Marvel movie made. Period.
I have a
Over
good
Iron
friend.
Man 1?
Oh, by far.
I have a good friend that took his entire family to see Deadpool.
Oh
And,
yeah, you can't
that's
take
a
kids to
mistake.
see it.
That's a
Okay.
mistake.
Now let me tell you this: they took the daughter, who might be about 7, maybe
That's a mistake.
7, and took
That was
the
a bad
son who's 13. All right. Now I'm not saying no name. Now from what I heard from the movie, bro, I heard they was in the movie smashing, cutting heads off. They were doing
They was
everything.
doing some
bro.
stuff.
They was hidden.
Oh, they was doing some stuff.
Deadpool.
Well, we know
Was
what
it
you
nudity?
mean. We know what you mean
There
by
was some
hitting.
stuff in there,
You
yeah.
ain't talking about punching
Was
in the
it
face.
You
nudity?
were talking about hitting in the face.
Uh,
Talking about hitting some other stuff.
I think so. I don't remember, but I mean, it
I
wouldn't
think there
surprise
was.
me.
Yeah. There was definitely nudity. That whole when his fall in love with his bartender girlfriend thing.
Yeah, I mean, I know what the scene
There was
is,
some
but
stuff.
I don't know that.
I mean, there was enough stuff that like you could like rent it and you could be good if your wife was gone for a few days.
Okay. All right.
The
Hey man, it was in nudity.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
I don't remember. I mean,
do
there's
think there
scenes
was.
with them in bed, but I
How do
don't.
you not remember? You remember every movie quote on Earth, and you can't remember something.
But
that
I
came out
normally
like,
see. I've seen Top Gun 700 times. All right, it's a little bit different. I've seen Deadpool.
Is there nudity in
once.
Top Gun? I'm gonna have to rewatch.
He's talking about just remembering movies. Chill out.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Go to MrSkin.com. And that's not a plug
What's
either.
the one? What's the one?
We done gave out so many free plugs. Hey, no more free plugs. All right. y'all want some more shout outs? Somebody got to pay us.
Somebody
Somebody got to
send
send me
us a
some.
check.
Somebody got to send me some Jordan t-shirts before I start talking about that.
Give us those
But,
discount codes.
I
Shout out
don't
to the
know,
discount
man.
codes.
I thought it was like crazy nudity in it. Now, my friend. his
I don't think it was
daughter-
crazy
I would
nudity.
I would imagine when the disc comes out and has the unrated version, it'll be more.
I just know my friend's son. He's 13 years old, and if he's in there watching a movie with nudity, that's a weird feeling. There's
Okay,
no
well,
weirder
here's-
feeling. There's no weirder feeling than
Even
watching a
if
movie
there's
with
not
nudity with your
nudity,
parents.
there's talking about fucking and
Hey,
shooting and whatever else.
That might have been
all right?
the first slip up on the whole podcast.
I mean, what's
Hey,
wrong? We
man.
can't cuss in here.
I don't know
This
yet.
is, yeah, you can.
This is a family
I'm
show.
not talking about in the studio.
Hey,
I'm
man,
talking
we
about.
made a lot of references.
Yo, this is a
Curtis
family show.
Yeah, a family show. This is a sneaker show, all right? There ain't no families listening to this.
Man, this is a three regular guys in a room
Drinking some beers.
I mean, this is, I don't want to say in a room.
Hey, be honest. Hey, be honest. Though.
This ain't a closet, just so everybody knows.
Did you wear that Cowboys hat only because it's in the sneak diss?
No, I wore that Cowboys hat because it was in my son's car seat.
Okay.
Right? Shout out to my son.
I'm still upset about that Raider hat, by the way.
Man,
Yeah, you gotta find that.
Hey, you
I'm wearing my.
got taken by a Cleveland fan when you was out there.
Probably.
Nah, B.
I don't even know if I
It's at
can
my
take
parents'
I
house
don't
or
even know if
something.
it's worth taking an airplane to watch the Raiders play the Browns.
No.
When
not
you
unless your
get
girlfriend's from there.
free tickets at the 40-yard line, about 10 rows up, yes, it's worth it.
They
Free
might be
place to
giving them
stay.
out. They might give it out at the airport.
Hey,
you
did
get
the
off
sun-
the plane,
did the
they're
sun
passing
shine?
those out.
Did the sun shine?
Oh, it's beautiful. Where Cleveland's football stadium is probably the best spot in all the NFL. It's right on Lake Erie.
Must be the
The
nicest place
mistake
in
by the
hell.
lake.
Nice little breeze came through. It was October. It wasn't freezing.
And Cleveland lost.
Need a sweatshirt? No, they actually won.
Oh.
Cleveland lost this year though. The rematch.
The rematch.
The rematch on the
The
lake.
Dookie Bowl.
Actually, I take that back. I think the Raiders play in hell. All right, the Raiders stadium is literally
Well, I
prison.
mean, you live
It
in Oakland,
does.
so I'm not
It
going to
is
argue
blue.
with
And
you.
where?
In Oakland. You lived in Oakland. I'm not going to argue with you.
I lived in San Pablo.
Same
for a
difference.
little while. Yeah,
That's messed
Vallejo,
Yo, you're a racist.
Whew.
East Palo Alto, you name it, it's all the same.
Them areas are rough.
That's where you got your
And that has
Cortezes.
nothing to do with race, you freak.
That's where
Them
you got your
areas
Cortezes.
are rough. What?
And,
That's where you got your first Cortezes.
F
Cortezes
Cortezes again, like I said earlier,
I got 3 pairs.
Cortezes.
How could you be a sneakers fan and,
And
not like a
Cortezes?
Cortez?
because nothing but essays wore Cortez in L.A.
Hey,
That's
Hey,
it.
man.
you can only say that. You can only say that because your part Hispanic.
Let's be clear. Just before somebody hits us up, like, yo, son, come get us. Hey, man.
I'm just saying, I wasn't fooling with them in high school growing up.
I wasn't
didn't wear
either,
it.
but it was just like, actually, I don't know. My
You
dad bought
either
it.
wore Chucks or you wore Jordans or you wore Air Maxes. That's how it worked.
Either way.
Or in
if
Vans.
you- hey,
I almost forgot about Vans. I can't
remember
forget. And
shout out
K
to
Swiss.
Vans.
That was when it
Yeah,
was
K-
cool to wear K Swiss. All right.
Well, K-Swiss went through about, what, 9th grade? K-Swiss were all right. Up
Yeah.
to
Oh,
a
your
certain
ninth
point.
grade and my ninth grade was a different year. But
Not
yes.
that far apart.
Yeah, George was working
was
his
in
first job
college.
after college. George
He was
got
an
his
intern.
master's.
He was an
When
intern.
we were in 9th grade.
He was an intern. We was in 9th grade. We was in 9th grade hooping on the blacktop. But,
George was interning at Napster.
But,
That might be the funniest joke I've ever heard from Simple.
oh, Simple got that joke book.
Napster. That was a
Anyways.
good one.
Well, I think that might be about it.
Yeah.
Y'all agree?
I don't know.
Gotta close the show better than that.
But
Hey, man.
Yeah,
like I
we
said,
need to get a band in here next time.
go to our
If the
website.
roots are available, y'all come support.
be like
Hey,
Jimmy Fallon sticking to my roots.
Yeah, man. Yo, Questlove got a mask, good sneaker collection. Actually, I don't know if his collection's that nice. They did that, like, was that Complex? They went in his closet. It was a lot of stuff sitting on top of each other.
Man, next episode we got to talk about
And some of them
Complex
shoes
and
look
some
like
of the cats that be
pancakes.
on there and the lies they be telling.
Wait, who? Hey, man, I love Complex, but I don't know.
Shopping on
man.
Complex.
Sometimes
Talking about Allen Iverson wearing those Georgetown 11
yeah,
lows when he was at
that was pretty
when he
good.
was at Georgetown.
yo,
That was pretty
complexes when they go shopping. What is it? Shopping with Complex? Is that what it's called?
yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to watch. But I can't stand seeing a celebrity that does not know the name of a sneaker.
No.
I hate it. I
It's
don't know if
irritating.
it was Bow Wow or Jim Jones.
50 Cent?
Jim Jones was
Somebody
bad.
called Concord 11s. Yo, the black and white joints.
Oh.
And I think that might be like the
It probably was
universal.
riff raff.
That might be.
I remember Jim Jones.
I call like Aqua 8s. Like I call these the turquoise. Either way, if you don't know the name of your sneaker,
The only way that you can name sneakers by yourself is if you're DJ Khaled.
if you're a DJ Khaled, shout
You
out
can
to
name. Shout out to the
Hey,
DJ
he
Khaled.
went on Power 106 in LA, and the studio hosts actually had better names for the shoes than he did. So
I actually saw that.
I'm just gonna put that out.
I don't even know what them cats'
The
names
man
were.
whose shoes they were had better names than
Better
Khaled
names
did.
from than Khaled did. Even Khaled was impressed when he named
Yeah.
him. Khaled was like, "Oh man, that was kind of good."
Man, why didn't I think of that? They didn't want me to think of that.
But hey, man, like I said,
All right, well, let's end the show like this. What's coming up next week? What releases this week that people are checking for?
Next
Knicks 5 this weekend.
it's 5 lows.
I'm sure we'll have an NMD.
Knicks 5 lows are
restock.
about 5 years late. They should have been out a long time ago.
I'll be waiting.
Most
I'll be
Jordans
waiting
are
on
like
the
that.
48-hour swoosh for that.
The original Knicks 5 had Carmelo Anthony's number on it. They had a number 7, and they were highs.
And they were highs.
Now
Yeah.
they're lows, and they're $175.
And the original Knicks highs were orange. The Chris Pauls were blue.
Oh, that's a fact.
The orange.
Oh, that's right. They were Clipper.
The Clipper.
fives.
Yeah, they were Clipper
Okay,
fives that were
that's
the
right.
blue and the red. The Knicks fives were orange with blue interior, and they did have a 5 on them. The Knicks 5 lows are dope. It's a shoe that I would pay
You're gonna pay
swoosh
retail.
for.
You not gonna buy retail?
No,
Well, then
No.
I'm not buying retail.
I'm not buying retail on that.
I mean, we
It's
ain't got
gonna
no
sit.
hookup. I don't know about that.
Hey, well, just so you guys know,
I might, and
the
then I might
next-
return. I might buy it on Nike.com, and then I might return it if I get done swoosh.
the
You
next,
don't wanna stop talking about that swoosh
the
account,
next,
so you get somebody in trouble.
the
I got
next,
nobody. I don't know what you're talking about.
You've been talking about that swoosh account since we got on air.
the next, just so everybody knows, the next Mamba shoe is up on Sneakers app.
For sale?
Not for sale.
Oh,
you better chill out. You said that a little loud.
The notify me.
You just broke some eardrums, B.
That
So
was pretty loud.
the Zoom
got
Kobe 1 Black Mamba is up for notification purposes.
Yeah, but it comes
So
up tomorrow,
when did
so it doesn't
the-
matter if
It
they're
is-
listening now.
It is coming out tomorrow.
When did the 12s get pushed back to you?
the second,
April
I
2nd.
believe.
April 2nd. Okay, so they're-
I'll be buying them.
Their next paycheck.
I'll be buying them. although my jeans,
So that's next paycheck. Okay.
my jeans are slim, but I'm copping. God, you see that Ultra Superfly? Oh my, that's $240.
It's terrible.
I don't think it
I don't know,
sucks, but
I'm not paying $240 for it. Actually, one shoe that's coming out this weekend is kind of dope. I wouldn't cop it for any other reason than to hooping it with the Toon Squad.
Is what?
Shout out to the Toon Squad. Is the Kyrie 2 Easters are kind of dope.
Let me tell you something about the Easter pack. You know, the Easter pack used to be one of those packs you camped for. You got a ticket for. You signed up for the raffle for.
Used to.
Easter pack. Nike might as well get rid of these seasonal packs. I
Might
don't
as
need
well.
a Christmas pack.
Nope.
I don't need a Halloween pack. I don't need
Nope.
an Easter pack. I don't need a Valentine's Day.
Nope.
It's garbage now.
Yes.
Now the Kyrie shoe, it's a nice shoe. The problem is with a shoe that right there that's nice, it comes out with too many colorways. I mean, I seen a new one today on Soul Collector that was like a gray and something. It said a new Kyrie is unsurfaced. Man, please. It'll be at the outlet, and I'll be there to look at it because I'm still not.
It'll be on
confident.
Sports Authority, 25% off next week.
Facts.
Oh, shite. March 23rd, which I believe is, 2 days from now?
Yeah.
MDMs.
MDMs. The
NMDs.
Nike Air More Up Tempos that Simple really wants. are
March
coming
23rd is
out.
tomorrow.
Those are $180.
I'm not
for
paying
those?
that.
180.
Yes, you are.
I'm not paying $180 for those. I need those.
You paid
for-
retail for Barclays.
Barclays were a grail.
Oh, okay.
Barclays is one of the Barclays and black, white, infrared 6s are actual grails, and I would only pay retail for white, purple, black Barclays, and I bought 4 pairs of those. I bought 4 of those. Dead serious. I have 4 pairs of those in the house.
You
That is an
bought 4
actual
pair of those Barclays.
grail.
Those suck. I bet you haven't worn one
I
time.
hope my girlfriend isn't listening.
Oh my god.
I wore them. I wore them to hooping.
And I bet
I've
you wore them with
worn
joggers.
I did wear them with joggers.
What is? You know what? We'll talk about joggers next week.
Next
I
week.
got a
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
with joggers.
We got a lot to talk about on the next episode.
NMDs
White-
drop tomorrow too.
White, black,
Yes.
purple.
Well, I heard that's a rumor, but we'll see if it happens.
White, black, purple, CB 94s is a top 3 grail. What used to be a top 3 grail, which we'll talk about next week
That
after
was a top
tonight's
10.
after tonight's HBO episode.
Actually-
What used to be a top 3 grail
No,
was a
don't say it.
Converse Kevin
Don't
Johnson.
say it.
Was a Converse Kevin Johnson. But
Don't
after
put that
tonight-
man on blast.
But after tonight,
Don't put
I
that
might
man on
never
blast.
ever say that name again. Until next week.
Oh, put that man on blast like
Man.
that.
Hey man, I got some Kevin Johnson stories that are facts. Okay,
Hey,
and I'm gonna tell you something. If HBO doesn't say it, I just might. All right?
it might have been from those days
Hey,
when
yo.
you stayed in the closet too long.
Hey yo, and I'm not. And I'm not talking about rumors. I know actual facts. All right.
Man, we got to break. We got to have
Actual
breaking
one.
news.
We might
next
have
week.
to have our lawyer in the building.
We
for
might
that one.
have to have breaking news next week on Sneak This.
Hey man, it's
Breaking
not-
news.
Actually,
Kevin Johnson
You know what?
featuring
Oh no, man! This is
Greg
the first
Robeson.
episode. No, whoa, hey, hey! This is
the
first episode.
escapades.
I'm trying
Greg's got phone calls
Hey, I ain't
and his
got no
phone's still
escapades.
saved.
Hey yo, escapades is a word.
You got them voicemails still saved, B?
Yo, the word escapades. The The word escapades implies like I don't like that word. Man. Escapades means some cadoodling.
There was.
Anyways, like I
guess
said,
we'll wait. To find out.
well, we'll be here next week. Thank you to DigiLabs for giving the studio. We'll be back here next week. Love the studio. Very nice thing. Like I said, follow us on Twitter at @the_sneakdiss. And go to our website, www.thesneakdiss.com. Everything will be up by tonight. And we will be
Back here again next week.
We'll be here next week, but we'll have an Instagram as well.
Yeah.
This is Greg. Follow me on Twitter at G_Rob83.
This is Ryan. Follow me at Instagram at rsempe. RSEMPIE. Or Twitter at the Semple Life. SEMPLE. Jordan.
I'll make sure to post our accounts on the website.
We gotta, look on, check on the website.
Check on the website.
Check on the website. We'll have all the information.
And when George makes another account, post it on there.
But we need to get.
George got the train of thought.
We were able to talk Simple into changing his Twitter account. We need to talk him into changing his Instagram.
Can I change my Instagram?
I don't know. Well, you might have to create a new one.
It might be too late. What is this?
I can see the Drake meme now.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
You want to change?
But anyways, check the website. Thanks for listening. Again, my Twitter account, train of thought _TRANE of thought.
THOT.
Not them kind of thoughts. And hit me up.
And like I said, we will be, actually I didn't say it, but hopefully we're on iTunes by Friday. I don't know if we did a review press. We'll be on Google Play. Go to our YouTube channel. Just go ahead into the search. Go ahead and check the Sneak Diss. We'll be on Stitcher if you guys have that app on your cell phones. And we will be on SoundCloud.
And we got some
sounds violent
interviews coming up. We're trying to get some shoe shop owners. And
like I said, this is a local podcast. We want to make sure we support our local people. So, hopefully
shout out PJ Tucker.
We could get, hey man, PJ, you know what? We'll wait till next week. But we want to get a few of our local cats on here, get this from Shine. But this is the Sneak Diss.
Thanks.